Now, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a good Thanksgiving. Uh, Cowboys won. That was always fun to see on Thanksgiving. I don't know why. I am kind of a Cowboy fan. Don't know why. I am. I'm a Cowboy guy. And beating up the Chiefs is good to see. Sorry, I'm chiefed out. Good for them. They won their Super Bowls. Patty Mahomes is great. Kelsey's great. I just think we're all tired of the Chiefs, and we're tired of, I know what we went through with Brady and all the bashing Brady took for winning all those years. Well, now it's Mahomes' turn, and people are sick of him. So nice to see Dallas win tonight. I didn't think they were going to win that. I really didn't. I didn't think Dallas was going to win. Anyway, I decided to spread some love around here as Ben comes by. Barbara, hi guys. Hopefully your Thanksgiving's going well. Ben, I've seen you a couple times today. We're going to play some baseball today. We're going to play some baseball, Scarecrow. As we're going to go back to my Strat. Yeah, we're going to play some Stratomatic here tonight. I haven't played Strat in quite some time, so I'm kind of hoping I don't make too many mistakes. But I says, you know something? I'm going to pull out Stratomatic tonight. I'm going to play some basic, and I'm going to pull out my 1980 season, which is one of the first ones I got with Stratomatic. And let's play. Who's playing? Do I really need to spell it out here? I know you're probably on a delay. But if I got to spell out who's playing here with the team names and the logos on the field here, then we have some problems here. So anyway, Gus comes by as well at Bachata. So again, we're gonna play some Stratomatic. Again, it's forever since I played this, so I'm gonna probably make quite a few mistakes. So just bear with me. It's the Trident gum, and some smiling birds over here. Alrighty, so let's try to have some fun with this, shall we? If I can get my mouse out of the way. All right, there's a mouse in the house. I have not been visited by the possums tonight. You will be visited by 3 possums tonight. And she put out the Thanksgiving leftovers for the possums, so nothing yet. So we shall have to see. All righty, so we have Jim Palmer on the mound. That's why I grabbed this game. And again, I want to say thanks to Digi Dugout for these great score sheets. This is September 2nd, 1980. And luckily, I did have all the guys in Strat, because I know Strat doesn't give you everyone usually, so I got lucky. So if I grab a game late in the season, usually I'm okay with Apper and Strat as finding guys, And you've heard of Palmer, yeah, we've all heard of Palmer. Mabel and Leon have not come to dinner yet. Nope. It's about time too. They come anywhere between 7 and midnight, but last night they were here about 4 o'clock, so maybe they're sleeping in on Thanksgiving. All righty. Hopefully, I'm going to play this correctly. All right. If I don't, just help me out. Just be nice about it. All right. So we got Seattle, Baltimore. This should not be extra innings. This should be a nice, easy cupcake win for the Orioles. So let's find out here. All right. So we have a 1 and a 6. Pops that out to the shortstop. And so we're going to go a P6, and we have 1 away. What's really nice about when you play Strat, like the difference between some of these games is a kind of neat. Like with Strat, there's like no setup. Apple, you got to set up and count the guys and get a defense. Season ticket, I don't think there's any setup. And payoff pitch, I don't think there's any setup either. Yeah, 20 innings later. Don't curse me like that. Don't curse me. All right, Joe Simpson. Not OJ, but Joe. So we have a 5 and a 6, and that's a fly ball into center field. And so F8, and Joe Simpson is down. So we have 2 away. Had a really great football game today. I did a couple of the quarters today in different segments. I don't think I did the first quarter. I did that offline. But Tampa Bay and the Giants, that was a crazy first quarter. That's the game I should have had on. But a fun finish. Giants made it a game, had an onside kick at the end. Good times. And yes, possums are great to have around. They destroy ticks, and they can't catch rabies. Yes. Yep. And they I think they get some other little rodents too. So they're just pretty good for the area. They really are. And yeah, you don't need an extra book to play Master if you don't want. Yes, you are correct. I happen to really like Appa Master if you're taking a shot at Appa. I really like Appa Master. And I didn't mind spending the money on it because I just enjoy it so much. But yes, all in one is kind of nice. All right, so we have a 5 and a 7. That's a ground ball. Second base X. Second base X. All right, so we need to go to second base, and I didn't plan this out. So we got Dower at second base. So he's a 2, right? He's a 2. So a second base 2 with a 16, and one base error. Right, 216 is a one base error, so Dower cannot come up with it. So it's going to be an E4, and that's going to put a runner on base with 2 away. So Dan Meyer gets it. Yes, you do get to separate the cards with Strat. Yes, you do. And it's almost like payoff pitch. Sometimes it's a pain in the neck. Oh, man. Yeah. Could get somebody to co-host if I love long games. Yeah. All righty. Bruce Bhakti coming up. Bruce Bhakti. Let's see. Do I want to steal with this guy here? He's a stealing C. One to something. Nah, we're gonna not steal. All right, here we go. Ooh, a 2. Oh no, sorry, a 5 and a 2. I'm gonna get this wrong. I know I am. A 5 and a 2, and that's gonna be a fly ball in the right field, and so that will end the side. So no runs. We go to the bottom of the inning here, and I get 2 different color red die. That might actually bother me. Hang on a sec. Yeah, one is darker than the other, and it's kind of driving me nuts. Do I have a red round one in here? No, I don't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this up, and I'm going to go. I'll go like that. So I'm going to have to make a quick swapperoo because I can't find my other red die. So we're going to swap this up. I don't like to swap it up mid-game, but we're going to swap it up mid-game. Oh, these are the thin cards. These are the Strats cards. These are wicked thin. Not as bad as 76. 76 was wicked bad. But anyway. All right, so we're going to mix it up here. So we're going to have to swap up the dice because I didn't realize that other dice was more maroon, And, I love rounding the corners. Yeah, I do. I like how that becomes all done, though. I do. All right, Al Bumbry. Is it going to be a bummer? Or is it going to be a good play here? So we have a 1-3. So we're going to go red with a 1. So Al Bumbry, 1. I'm a 1-6. It's going to be a single in the 16 because he likes to mingle. So Al Bumbry leads off with a single here. He's stealing AA. So on a stealing AA, it's 1-17, and he's in there with the 15. So he will steal the base. Alrighty, so he gets a single, and then he goes to second base. So Al Bumbry is in scoring position. Alrighty, so Jim Beattie going up against Pat Kelly with a man on first. And so we have a 1-7. Ooh, the Pantera walk. First and second. Absolutely nobody out. Ken Singleton. A single would be nice from Ken Singleton. Whoa, another 1 here. A 1-8. Ground ball, third base, A. And that's going to be a double play. So I'm just going to go. So we're going to let Bumbry go to third, and then we're going to be out on the double play. So I'm going to go 5-4-3 on the double play. So that's a quick 2 outs, but we get to run at a third. So Beattie might get out of this inning without taking too much of a beating. Alrighty, Eddie Murray, take me home tonight, every Murray. And my man on third. And we got a 5 and a 5. Ground ball down the short. Alrighty, so it's down the short. So our shortstop is Milbourne. And a shortstop, he's a shortstop 3. So the 3 with a 7. And he will make the play. So it's going to be a G6. So he gets out of that. He gives up a hit, but he gets out of the jam. And I thought we were going to get a whole bunch of runs in that inning, but we did not. So we'll go to the second inning. Boy, these cards really are thin. Holy cow, they're thin. It is so light and thin. This is the first set I got. I thought I had some others that are a little thicker than this, but no, this is what we have tonight. This is what we have to work with. Palmer back on the mound. And we have a 1-3, and that's a ground ball to shortstop A. So Pachorik hits it down the shortstop, and we have 1 away. Larry Milbourne comes up, and we got a 3 and a 9. And that's a straight up single because he likes to mingle. All right, his stealing is a C, so we're going to say no on the steal. All righty, so we have, look at this guy. It's Leon. Is that the possum? Is it Leon the possum? I'm going to call him the possum. Leon the possum Roberts comes up tonight. All righty. And we're trying to figure out if our Leon got into a scrap or something because his face is all cut up and he's missing his eye. So I think he got attacked by something, but got away. And now he's enjoying Thanksgiving dinner. So that is that. So Leon the possum comes up. Man on first. So we have a 1 and a 5 and a 3. And that's a 1 to 9's a single. And that'll push Milbourne down to second base. So Palmer's in some trouble here. Yeah, is there a matchup group for tabletops, single tabletop players? I don't know. I don't know if there's a group for that or not. There might be. So we got first and second now. Ted Cox. Let's go. Ted Cox. A 5 and a 6. Fly ball center field B. Fly ball center field B. Batter is out. Runner on third scores. There's no runner on third, so it's going to be a fly ball center field. So, 2 away now as Cox flies up. But now it gets even better. We go from Ted Cox. Oop, screwed that up. To Larry Cox. We have 2 Cox on this team. It's unbelievable. This team has more Cox than you could possibly believe. So Larry Cox comes up with 2 on and 2 out. Here we go. And we have a 6 and a 3. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher 2-16. Oh, and he'll make the play. So on the 3, runner on first, out going to second. So he's going to go to, so we'll just go to first. We'll just call it a G1. A G1, and he gets out of the inning, leaving 2 on base. So 2 Cox, no hits. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second here in Baltimore. It's still absolutely nothing to absolutely nothing. Come to think of it, I'll have a Lowenstein. So he's going to lead off the inning here. Is Gus Leon, yeah. Leon might be, no, Leon's with Mabel. Leon's with Mabel, right? So we have a 5 and a 5. Ground ball down the short. Right? Ground ball shortstop X. So this is hit down to our shortstop. No, we have an 8. All right, so our shortstop is, I didn't write down the stuff here, it's Milbourne. And a shortstop is a 3. 3 and an 8 is an out. He'll make the play. So Lowenstein down on the G6. And we have 1 away. You're having a Newcastle tonight. I thought that was a hamburger. Danny Graham, the catcher. And we have a 6 and a 6. Fly ball into right field. So, boy, Baltimore can't get anything going here against Beatty. They did have a couple of guys on base in the first, but Not so much here in the second. And so we have a 2 from DeCinces and a 9. Oh, no! 2, 9. DeCinces, see you later. That's a home run. Doug DeCinces. It's Doug in that bat. It's a brown ale from England. I'm not a big beer drinker. Never really was. I had my Bud Light, and then I ended up with Coors Light. 1-0 Baltimore on the home run by DeCinces. Oh, we have to touch them all, right? Because it doesn't count unless you touch all the bases. So he touches all the bases. Rich Dower, the second baseman. And we have a 4 and a 9 and a 15. That's going to be a single. So we got 2 outs. We got a lot happening here with 2 outs here. All right, 2 outs. 80 miles away you took the ride. Now, my neighbor actually goes to Connecticut, which is a couple hours from here, and sometimes 3 hours from here. And he's like a professional chef, or he used to be. So he brings like the food. And he's like, I got to cook the stuff and bring the hot food to the family gathering in Connecticut. It's probably pretty amazing, but imagine that. Imagine you're the one that's going to drive it and try to keep it warm for 2 hours. That's kind of crappy. I can see bringing the desserts and the cakes. He does amazing stuff. He's made meat cakes before. They're fantastic. All righty, so we got a man on first with 2 away, and we have the shortstop Kiko Garcia. Here we go. I don't think there was a USB port at the time. I think he just put it in like these thermal containers and brought it down there. But like, imagine the turkey and the stuff and the potatoes. It's like taking a 2-hour ride. Come on. We have a 5 and a 5. Ground ball down the short. Right. And with a 3. Oh, this is going to be a big deal here. So our shortstop is Milbourne again. Boy, he's been busy down there. And he's a 3. Milbourne's a 3 at short with a 3. And that'll be a single 1. What's a single 1? Runners advance 1 base. So Kiko Garcia's going to single here. And so we got runners on first and second with 2 outs. You know? All righty. And so now Al Bumbry coming up. He singled. A 4-2. Ground ball to first base. Holy, look at all the error checks we got here. Pachorik is our first baseman. And he's got a 4. So he's a 4 with a 6. And that's a single. Runners advance 1 base. Now, hang on a sec. I got runners on first and second here. So it's a single 1 base. I'm thinking, though, with 2 outs, though, right? No asterisk present. So it says there is no asterisk. The manager can take the extra base. Roll. Okay, so I'm going to try to take the extra base, I think. So who's on second here? Dower. So Bumbry gets a single. Dower is running 1 to 12. Oh, boy, 1 to 12. So do I want bases loaded with 2 outs, or do I want to send him home? 1 to 12. I think I'm going to send him home. I got 1 to 12. Here we go. So I need a nice low number. All right, Dower trying to come around to score. Here comes the throw to the plate. And, he is out by an eyelash, as Juckett would say. He is out going home. And that will end the inning. So, 3 singles in a row, and they can't get anybody home. All right? Beth, I hear you calling, but I won't be home. Can't come home right now. All righty, so we go to the top of the third. Still no score. We've had some threats, but no scores. All righty. Yeah, maybe that could be my new thing, a match group, right? So people can hang out. All right, Palmer back on the mound. Julio down by the schoolyard coming up here. He's 0 for 1. And so we have a 2 and an 8. And struck him out. So that's our first strikeout of the day. And we have one away. Joe Simpson. Not O.J. Simpson, but J. Simpson. Ooh, we got a 6 over here. 6 and a 10. Ground ball, shortstop, X. Look at all the X's I'm getting this game. All right, Kiko Garcia. Shortstop 3. I probably should write this down as I check them, right? And that way there I don't have to worry about it. I think I'll start doing that. I'll be the smart guy and do that. All right, so it's going to be hit down the shortstop 3-17 and out with no runners on base. All right, so he's out. So we're just going to say G6. Again, it's been a while. It's been a while since I played this stuff here. All righty. So now we have Dan Meyer, and he's the left fielder. So I'm just going to write this in as I go by. That way I don't have to keep checking it. 2 outs. Nobody on base. And we have a 4 and a 10 fly ball center field. X. Who's my center fielder? Bunbury. He's a center fielder 2. All these error checks. This is unbelievable. Is this how many normal you get in Strat? It's been a while since I played this. I don't remember this many error checks. So 410 fly ball center field. And our center fielder is a 2 with a 15. And a 2 with a 15 is a single and an error. Oh, 2 bases. Batter to second. So he can't come up with it. So we have an error in the outfield. And we got a runner at second base. Dan Meyer will jump in there as Bunbury bumbles the ball. Like Bumbles bounce, you know. Bhakti coming up now. So Bruce is our DH. Okay. So Ben plays the advance, the super advance. I don't, yeah, that's beyond me. 4-7. Uh-oh, that's a single. Now, we're going to try to score, I think. So, where's Meyer? Running 1-14. Yep, we're going to send him. Dan Meyer. Coming around third. Here comes the play at the plate. What'd I say? Where's Meyer? There he is. 1-14. 1-14. He's in there. So Meyer will score. And we have our first run over here. For Seattle. So we're tied at 1-1. There it is. 1-1. So Seattle's on the board. Lovely. Extra innings, right? And Gus says he likes advance. It gives you what you need. Fantastic. Fantastic. All righty. So Bhakti singles in a run. He's at first with 2 outs, and now it's Tom Pachorik coming up. Pachorik is our first base, so we're just going to put 4 over here. We'll just kind of be smart about that, right? All righty. So Pachorik with a man on first. 4-2. Fly ball into right field, and that will end this inning here. So they get the 1, and we go to the bottom of the third. We are 1-1 here at Baltimore Three Rivers Stadium. Okay, so Milbourne is the shortstop. He's a 3. Excuse me. That's probably the way to do it, right? Right the guys in as they come to the plate. So Pat Kelly's the DH, so I got nothing to write with him. Absolutely nothing. All right, so we're 1-1, bottom of the third. We're 10% the way through this game, the way I play. And we got a 3 and a 7. Single 1 to 10, line out on 11 to 20. So he's going to line that out to second base, 1 away. All right, now we have Singleton. He's in right field. He's a 3. And so we got a 5 and an 8. Ooh, he gets the Pantera walk. And he's stealing E, so we're not going to steal. So we have man on, 1 away, and Eddie Murray. He's our first baseman. And let's see what we're going to do with here. 1 away. So we got a 3 and an 8. Ground ball, third base, A, and that'll be the double play, right? A double play will end the inning. And they get absolutely nothing here. So we're going to go to the 4th. And we are still tied at 1. So Lowenstein will be a 2. There we go. Again, these cards are so, compared to even the ones I print, like the season ticket cards I print, are way thicker than this. These are so flimsy. I mean, they work, but they're flimsy. All right, so Milbourne will come up here. He's the shortstop. And facing Palmer. Here we go. 4th inning. I got a 2 and a 9. Ground ball down the short. And he is gone. 1 away. All right, yeah, it feels like a couple piece of paper. It's really thin. I don't know what gauge it is or what thickness it is, but it's just compared to Apper and Payoff Pitch and a few other games. It's really thin. Even the ones I print, the 110's a lot thicker than this. It really is. All right, Leon the Possum Roberts comes up with 1 away. Yeah, he's going to 3 and a 6. Ground ball down to third base. And we have 2 away. Now we have one of the Cox here, Ted Cox. He's the third baseman. And he's facing Palmer with 2 away. And he's got a 1 and 11. And, he gets the Pantera walk. So Ted Cox goes to first base with 2 outs. And now we have Larry Cox, who's the catcher. And use 199. I have the 110 pound. I think I can go a little heavier than that, but I tried to go I think 130 or 150 or something like that, and my printer wouldn't take it. So I bought they weren't full reams, they were small. I just tried them out. They were like 20 or 30 pieces. I couldn't get them to go on my printer. They were just too thick for me. And I think my printer, I thought it could go up to 200. It just won't go. Maybe if I went through the back. I didn't think about that because I got a couple different openings on that printer. If I tried to go through the back where it wouldn't have to curl around, it might work. Maybe. Oh, Ray had a beauty of a nap. I started to doze out on the couch today after I ate. And then I had some weird dreams. I had some really weird dreams. Oh, so you get it's 110 pound? Okay, it's 110 pound. Good. That's what I use. And that's fine. I mean, a little thicker would be nice, but I tried to bump it up to 120. I think I got some 120 paper one time. It was a little thicker, but it was way more expensive to go to 120 pound. So I was like, yeah, I'm all set. Man on first, 2 outs to Larry Cox. And a 110. Struck him out. And that will do it in the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th here in Baltimore. Yeah, sometimes I just can't handle the extra thickness. You are correct. All right, so Jim Beattie will come out here. in a 1-1 game. I'm going to keep the guys pitching here. I'm not going to take anybody out. Definitely not right now. So now we have Lowenstein, who's our left fielder, who grounded out. I think the 110 is good. The 110, I think, is pretty good for some things. I went to Staples, and I think I had Shootout printed on 200 one time, and that was like super thick. It was like a 2x4. I was like, that's a little much, especially when you're putting a lot of individual cards. It's a little much, you know. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging this game tonight. This is just kind of a fun Thursday night baseball game. All right, so Lowenstein, a 5 and a 5. Ground ball, shortstop, X. Well, at least I have the players listed now. So Milborn's a 3, and a 317 is out. So Milborn will make the play. That's a second ground out to short. Yeah, the 110's a trade-off between quality and keeping the cost down. Yeah, because once you bump up from there, it does get quite pricey, and to go to 120, it's really not that much more. It's really not. So yeah, I think the 110 is the sweet spot. 80 is okay, but 80 is kind of thin. It really is. It's not as thin as this, but so if I do individual cards, like if I'm going to print out the 49 hockey cards, I'm going to do the 110. RJL comes by. Happy turkey to you. Hope you had some good potatoes and gravy today. We had a lot of good stuff here today. Carrots were good. I like when the carrots. It's got to be nice and soft, though. The carrots have to be soft. When you bite into a carrot that's been steamed and it's not, and you don't bite through it all the way, it gets hard. I don't like hard carrots. Yeah, I decided to play some Strat tonight, Robert. And I said, something, I've been playing a lot of other baseball games, and I said, I haven't played Strat in a while. I only got a handful of seasons, so I think this is the first season I got was 80. So I said, I'm going to pull out some 80 and play some ball tonight. I printed out a few teams here that I might play, but yeah, just want to get some Strat on the table, mix it up a little bit, I'm going to be doing my Black Friday sales in the morning, and I know exactly where I'm going in the morning, too. A couple different places. Oh, you have a good turkey down there. My wife cooked up a big one. Then she had the stuffing and the potatoes and the cranberry sauce. I was never a cranberry sauce guy. Now I am. I don't know why. In my old age, I'm really liking cranberry sauce, but I am. Okay, so we have one away. And Dan Graham comes up here. The Graham Cracker. 5, 3. Ooh, Pantera Walk. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so he's on. He's not going to steal. His stealing is terrible, so he's not going to steal. And Doug DeCince, what do you say, Doug DeCince? Oh, so let me get his thing down here. So he's a 3. I'm being smart now. As they're coming to the bat, I'm putting their defensive numbers in. So when I got to check them, I can just go here instead of flipping through. I was getting so many damn defensive checks. I was like, oh, man. So here we go. DeCince, man on first. We got that was a 617, right? So we got a 611. Fly ball left field X. All right, so our left fielder is Dan Meyer with a 4. And a 417 is out. He'll make the catch. So the left fielder makes the catch, and we have 2 away. And the last guy I need for numbers is Rich Doward. He's right here. He's my second baseman. 2. All righty. 1 on, 2 out. Here we go. Good thing I don't do music videos. Why? You should see some of my music videos. They're unbelievable. 5, 9. Uh-oh. 5, 9, 9. See you later, Rich Dower. Sends this out of here. That's a home run. 2 runs will come in. And that's going to make this one now 3-1 for the Baltimore Skipjacks. There we go. I got to dig out my 3. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. 3. It is gone. Yep, kaboom on the kaboom. All right, Rich Dower sends it out. Hey, 2 out. Jack. And actually, the Sensei's had a 2-out homer, too. That accounts for all their runs. Oh, hang on a sec. So you got to touch them all. Right? You have to touch them all. That's the rule. All right. So now Kiko Garcia comes up, the shortstop, in a 3-1 game. And here we go. So we have a 1 and a 10. Ground ball to third. See you later. G5. Adios. 2 runs come in, though. We go to the 5th inning here in Baltimore Three River Stadium. Make sure they don't do off the dime and start a fight with a pitcher or something. Yeah, no, we're not going to have any ejections tonight. This is a friendly game tonight. These are 2 good teams. They're best buds. These guys like to hang out. They're good buds. All right, so we're going to lead off with Julio down by the schoolyard in the 5th, 0 for 2. And we have a 2 and a 6. Popped it up to first base. So he will continue to be 0 for whatever. And now we have Joe Simpson. Not OJ, but just Jay Simpson. And another 2 and a 7 and an 18. That's going to be a single because he likes to mingle. Stealing A. 1 to 15. Sure, we're down. Let's get him in scoring position. Right? All right. 1 to 15. And at 8, he's in there. So he will single and then steal second base, and he is in scoring position. There's that, and there's the steal. All righty. So now we have Dan Oscar Meyer coming up. He's on base with an error in this game. So let's see if he can get on base again. He's the tying run. Another 2. 2 and a 10. Struck him out. 2 away. And now we have Bruce Bhakti. He is the left fielder. No, he is the DH. He's the DH. Here we go. Another 2. Holy cow. A 2 and a 4. Ground ball back to the mound. And that will end that. So they will get absolutely nothing here in the 5th, and they will be happy with that. So, bottom 5. 3-1. Baltimore over the Seattle Supersonics. Alrighty, Al Bumbry. What's Al done? Al has got a couple of singles in this game. 2 for 2, and he's leading off the 5th in a 3-1 game. At the bottom of the 5th. All right, something beside the 2. I got a 3. 3 and a 7, and that's going to be a Pantera walk. So he's been on base 3 times tonight. 2 singles and the walk. Stealing AA. He already stole once, so I'm not going to steal again. I don't like to overuse the stealing. So he already got his 1 steal earlier. Pat Kelly coming up. I think I'm going to try a sacrifice with Pat Kelly. Alrighty, so let's see. We're just going to roll the dice here. And a 9. Oh no, the batter is safe. The lead runner is thrown out by the catcher. Oh boy, so that's a bad bunt. A bad bunt. And so on the fielder's choice, Kelly gets to first and Bumbry is thrown out. Oof. Well, didn't plan on that. No, sir, I didn't plan on that. So Kenny Singleton with the man on first. We got a 4 and 11. Ground ball back to the mound. So our pitcher is a 3-12. Okay, out with no runners on base. So now I got to look here. 3-12. So we got a 4. No, with 1 or more runners for us, batter is safe. And the runner on first is out. So it's another fielder's choice. So we got another taster's choice here. So Singleton gets to first, but the lead runner is thrown out. So we have a leadoff single, but nobody can get to second base. And now it's up to Eddie Murray. Take me home tonight. 5 with a 9. Uh-oh. 5. 9. 3. See you later. Eddie Murray. Touch 'em all. and that's going to drive in 2 runs. And let's go. We got to touch them all. And then this guy comes out, and he's going to touch them all. So it's all important that we touch all the bases. And so it is 5-1 Baltimore. Dun dun dun. Sometimes you like a nice, simple game to play at night. And Strat Basic is one of those, just like Appa Basic, just something simple and fun, just to kind of get a game on the table. You ever just throw a game on the table just to play something? That's kind of what this is, and this is very enjoyable, very very relaxing, very soothing. 2 runs in, so we had nobody could move anybody over. Yeah, Eddie Money is coming home himself. That's right. William comes by and says Weaver just threw his cap into the dugout floor and stopped on it after the sack attempt, but now he's okay. Right? Yeah, now he's okay. So Eddie Murray will score with 2 outs. That's for Baltimore. They have 3 home runs, all coming with 2 outs. For those of you scoring at home. So now we have a 3 and a 9. That's a fly ball to right field, and that will do it. So they will get 2, and we go to the 6th. It is 5-1 for the Orioles. Back to chewing his Chesterfields. Was that the Chesterfield guy when Juckett did it? I forget. I haven't talked to Juckett. It was his birthday yesterday. I sent him a present and I tagged him on Facebook, but I'll give him a call tomorrow. Sometimes he does the family thing, so I don't like to bug him when he's doing the family thing. We had the family thing today. We had a couple of the kids come over. I think they're like 17, 18, something like that. They're all on their phone. So I'm going to just text them right from my phone just to see what's up, you know. And Boiler T Mac, I'm trying to read that. Boiler T Mac comes by. Thanks for coming by, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah, we just have some fun here. That's all it is. We don't get too serious here. We have some fun. We play games, we review games, we talk about games, and it's just it tries to be a fun time. But thanks for coming by here tonight, and I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Did anybody here have anything besides turkey today? I always like to ask that. Turkey's like the big thing. We had that. But did you have anything else, or did you have something besides turkey? The wife always has to make her soup that her dad made. So we had the soup. I didn't have any, but she had the soup. But it was a pretty standard after that. When we used to get together, when her mom was a lot younger, they would have pasta. Oh, it was such an Italian Thanksgiving. It was just like, who's coming over? Are you are you expecting the football team to come by? Holy cow! Yeah, it was nuts back then. Today was nice and simple though. And Duffer Man is printing some bank shot out. I went back and I was watching an old bank shot video because I want to go back and play that again. And I found I was making some mistakes in my video. I was like, oh man, I couldn't believe how many mistakes. Either that, I was reading the wrong card. Maybe the card was off the camera, but I was looking at the card saying, how was I reading that? Because sometimes I have to go back and watch my own video to relearn how to play a game, which is another reason I do this, so I can help myself. All right, so we have Tom Pachorik here. He's 0 for 2 as we go to the 6th. And so we have a 3 with a 7. And that's a fly ball into left field. And he will be down. We have 1 away. And Ben had sloppy joes. Every now and then I'll get the sloppy Joe. I'm not supposed to have that stuff, right? But every now and then you get the hankering for a hunker. And I'll get the sloppy Joe. And I'll have it. I'll have one, and then and a couple hours later, it just sits so heavy in your stomach. I'm like, why did I do that? And it's like I won't do that for another year or so. But yeah, I've had sloppy joes, from time to time. Barbara had the turkey mash and some mac and cheese and some Spanish rice. Nice, nice, bueno. And P-Jet, here's a regular meal, just another day. Oh, I'm sorry, P-Jet. Oh, hopefully you got to roll some games or something today. You got to try to have some fun on the holiday. So we have a 6 and an 8. Ooh, that's the Pantera walk. So he's stealing C, so he's not going to go anywhere. So coming up now is Leon the Possum Roberts. I don't know if the wife's up there. She's probably checking the camera to see if the possums are out yet. That's like our new thing, as you know. Used to be the coyotes, then it was the deer, now it's the possums. 1 on, 1 out for Leon. Here we go. And so we have a 6 and a 7 and an 11, and that's a line out to second base. So hits it right at Dower, who snags it, and is 2 away. Playing some Hockey Blast. I just downloaded the other day the home brew to 7475 WHA Hockey Blast. So I think I'm gonna have to print that out. Maybe tomorrow I'll print that out, and so I can get that on the table. Ted Cox. He walked a couple innings ago. So I got a 2 and a 9. That's a fly ball in the center field, and that will end everything here in the 6th. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We'll have to clear the bases. And Palmer pitching a 5-1 game here. I started to get back into Hockey Blast a little bit. I loved it and I hated it. I loved it and hated it. Now I love it again. Now I think I'm going forward with it. I just had a hard time with some things in that game. I don't know why. I just did. I just had a hard time with some things. But now I don't really have any hard times anymore. All righty. Danny Graham. As the donut comes by, the donut is here. The donut. I still look at that and it still says donut to me. Because my eyes aren't that good, and when I look at the monitor, it says donut. All right, so we got a 6 and a 4, and he popped that out to second base. 1 away. Doug the Sensei coming up. Yeah. Well, I've been on and off, Larry. I did some football this morning, and I finished the game tonight. It's actually a fun little finish that we had with Tampa Bay and the Giants. And then I wanted to play something different tonight. I haven't played Strat in a long time. So I like to, every now and then, I like to look at my games. And it's like, I'm going to play something different, All righty. So Doug the Sensei's with 1 away. And so we have a 3 and a 10. Fly ball in the center field. So we have 2 away for the Sensei, and he will sit down. And Rich Dower. Rich Dower coming up. Here we go. Oh, that was a 5. So we have a 1-6 ground ball to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here. And we go to the 7th here in Baltimore. It's still 5-1. No, I don't remember the song by Kiss. My big Kiss album was Destroyer. It's still one of my favorite albums. I got that as a kid, and I still know like every lick and every lyric to that album. I just listened to it so many times. My friend was getting me into Kiss. He had like Kiss Alive, and I was like, What's Kiss? Because I was only young, So I got Destroyer. I was like, oh man, I played that album. I like the cover of Destroyer too, but all those songs were great. The Cars was my first album, and Destroyer was my second album. Talk about 2 great albums to kick off your music listening career, if you will. All right, so we're going to be in the top of the 7th. Larry Cox. Yeah, Millborns, right? You remember that game, Millborns? I do remember that. We played that. So we have a 3 and an 8. Struck him out. 1 away. Millborns was a fun little. There's a lot of fun little games like that back in the day. I never heard of any of these games, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I probably would have dropped out of school playing these games. So we have a 6 and a 7 and a 4. It's a line out to second base. So Julio down by the schoolyard is out. And what was P-Jet playing? I was trying to read. Oh, he had a tournament going. I'll go back and read that. Where's P-Jet? He's playing 93, 94. Some teams for 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay, that's what it was. And I'm just reading some of the chat here. Yeah, see, I didn't know anything about Strat. That was my thing. I just didn't know it. Yeah, we had the Atari and the Intellivision, and that was like my heyday. The games were fun, but they weren't good enough. When the Sega come out, I was out of high school. I would race home from work and play that till 1 or 2 in the morning. That Sega Genesis with the NHL hockey. That was the best hockey game, really. And I'm like, if I ever had this as a kid, I never would have went to school. I would have dropped out. All right, so we got 2 outs to Joe Simpson here. Yeah, we were big Cribbage fans. Big Cribbage fans. 3-5. Pop out to second base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 7th here. Still 5-1. In fact, when we grew up, there was really no video games. I don't even know if we had the Atari at that point. We were being taught how to. My grandparents taught us how to play cribbage and all the games like that. We had so many games we played. I can't remember half from. Rummy was another one we played. Didn't really play bridge. That was a little, that was before us. But they had all kinds of games that we play. All kinds of card games. They would show us everything. We'd go every weekend. We'd go over to my grandparents' house and we played cards with my grandfather every weekend. It was a fun time. Better than being at home, let me tell you. All right, so we're going to start off with Kiko Garcia. Here we go. And so we have a 2 and a 5. Struck him out. So Jim Beattie still has a little bit of gas in the tank here, Do I implement any pitcher's fatigue in the basic game? I don't think there is, Larry. So, again, in a game like this, I just kind of eyeball it. And then at some point, I say, I'm going to take him out. And that's just kind of what I do. I just wing it with the pitchers. I just try to have fun with it. I don't overthink it too much. All righty, Al Bunbury, 2 for 2 with a walk. I got a 5 and a 12. Ooh, deep fly ball in the right field, but he'll finally be retired. So we have 2 away. And that's the great thing about the basic game. It just gets you up and running, and just playing the game is fun. So we got a 2 and an 8. Struck him out. Another 1, 2, 3 inning here for Beattie, so that's why I keep him in. He's mowing him down as we go to the 8th. That's another reason I like to play the older seasons. They didn't go to the bullpen that fast back in the day. Nowadays, you can't get out of the first inning. Dan Meyer, he got on base with an error in this game, but aside from that, he's been quiet. So we got a 6 and a 9. Ooh, he gets the walk. Danny Meyer with the Pantera walk. Stealing C, so no, 1 to 11. We're gonna say no. Bhakti comes up in a 5-1 game. He's got a single. And he got a 1 and a 6. And 1, 6, and 16. That's a double. 2 bases. So Meyer goes down to third. Bhakti in the second. And with nobody out, Seattle's got some things cooking here. It is cooking. C is for cookie. Alrighty. Pachorik now, who's not having a good day. I wonder if I should. No, I'm going to leave him in here. And that's the 8th inning. Should I hit for Pachorik? Hang on a sec here. Let me see who I got. Who do I got? All right, so I have Bill Stein. I got Ramstein here that can play first base. Anybody that I would want to hit for him? Juan Beniquez? No. This guy here, Kim Allen. So he's got some singles and stuff over here, and he's got the singles and the stuff over here. Naron, he's got a good 2. It all depends on the dice roll. That's the thing. Mendoza is not too bad either if you can get in column 3. Um, Stinson's got a lot of walks if he can get a 3. Um, Anderson's got some home runs if he can get a 3. Bill Stein. I'm gonna go Bill Stein here. He's gonna come in and hit for Pachorik. Mario Mendoza, right? Okay, so Pachorik is coming out, and we're gonna have Bill Stein come in. Ram Stein. So Pachorik comes out. Um, Bill Stein comes in, and he'll play first base with a 3. So Bill Stein comes in the 8th. And with nobody out in second and third, he's going to come up to face Palmer. Okay, there we go. All right, can we get a 2 or a 3? No, we got a 5. So it's a 5-10 catcher's card X. So that's going to be different. So the catcher is a 4. So we have a 4-14. Pass ball. Followed by a foul out. So he gets a pass ball. So the run's going to score, right? So on the pass ball, runners move up, and then Stein's going to pop out. That's kind of a weird sequence, but that's what it says. Alrighty. So, well, they got to run, right? My 2s. And Fast Drive Football, Chris. I love that game. I almost played that tonight, but I decided to go off the board and play something really different here. So 5-2. So the run comes home. We have 1 away. So Stein gets the pass ball here. And P-Jet sticking up for Mendoza. I'm trying to follow the chat a little bit here. Alrighty. So what do we got now? We got Milborns comes up here. So we have a man on third. If he could get him home, we got a little bit of a game going here. So Milborn with 1 away. We got a 6 and a 7 and a 9. Oh, 6, 7, 9. He lines it out. And there's 2 away. Almost drove the run in. Terrific play by Dower, though. And Ben says he was using tenths of a yard to measure plays. Grant's game uses the half yard in his game, his football game. It's like, oh my gosh. Did I really just drop that 20-sided dice? I did. I need to put something here that'll catch the dice when they fall. Oh, I really lost it. Once a game. I need to put something there that'll catch the dice. All right, so what do we have here? Leon the Possum comes up. Man on third, 2 away. Here we go. And we got the 2 now. And a 2 and 11, and he's going to be ground ball. And that'll do it. But they'll get the 1. So it's 5-2. As we go to the bottom of the 8th. And we'll keep Beatty in for a little bit. Let's see how he does against the meat of the lineup, right? And Chris was playing the college version of that. I'm not a big college guy. I don't like college anything really. I'll watch it on TV from time to time, but I don't think I could ever play it, And I have a dice tray, but when I stream, it makes too much noise, and I don't like it. That's why I have the mat. It's nice and quiet, No, I pick it up and roll again. It's got to land on the table. I don't count it when it lands on the floor. All right, Kenny Singleton. We got a 2 and a 10. Oh, he'll get a walk. So we'll open up with a walk. Do I Do I bunt? No, Eddie Murray's not going to bunt. Eddie Murray's not going to bunt. He's going to home run, right? I got a 4 and a 10, and that's a ground ball third base. X. Oh, boy. Ted Cox is a 3, and a 3 and a 2, and that's going to be a single. 2 bases. So Singleton down to third, Murray to first. And with absolutely nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th, the Baltimore Colts are threatening. So come to think of it, I'll have a Lowenstein, and let's see what he can do. And I think that's it for Beatty. Right? He did okay tonight, but he's getting beat up. It's the last place Mariners. So my relief pitchers, Dressler and McLaughlin. So let's go here to my pitchers. So we get Dressler right here. So we're going to go with Dressler right there. So Dressler will come in to pitch. So thank you, Beatty. And Dressler in the 8th will come in here. Okay. It is a pain. They hit and they run, and it's like I've lost them. I've dropped them down here and I haven't found them. It's like I don't know where they went. Seriously. So when someday if I ever move any of this stuff, if I move out of here into my mansion, maybe I'll find them. All right, so the Lowenstein against Dressler. Oh, a 6-6-6. A line out to first base. So we have 1 away. As Michael Caine comes by, the big red machine. Hopefully your Thanksgiving is doing well. No, I'm not playing infield in or back. Not at 5-2. I'm playing for the double play. I didn't even think of it, actually, but I'm going to play for the double play. 4 and a 7. And 11, that's a single 1 base. So that'll drive in the run. So he will score. And we'll go here. So that's going to be 6-2. It was a closer game I might have played in. All right, so Baltimore handling here. We should not have extra innings here, right? And so now Doug DeCinces with runners on first and second. And so we have a 2 and a 3. And it's ground ball to short. And that will... Oh, hang on a second. There's only one away. 2 and a 3. Ground ball shortstop A. And that's a double play. So that'll do it. So they'll get the 1. And it's 6-2 as we go to the top of the 9th. All right, Palmer trying to go the distance here. Right? And coming up now, Appleco, you can choose your pitcher fatigue. Nice. Yeah. I was disappointed to see that you have to, I couldn't try out a free game with the Master. You know what I mean? I wanted to kind of see how the Master looked before I had to spend money on it. But as Submaster Chiefs comes by, yeah, a little bit of Strat here tonight. Trying to mix it up, you know. The Masters, I heard the Master and the Appleco is coming along. It's just being unveiled right now for only certain situations, you know. All righty, so Ted Cox will come up here, 0 for 3. And let's see what he can do here in the 9th. So we have a 5 and a 4. Ground ball down to second base. And we have 1 away. I like the ball roller. It's so fast. Sometimes rolling, like when you play Hockey Bones and Appa, there's so many rolling of the dice. It's just like I like to hit that. All right, so we have a 3 and a 10, and that's going to be a line out to third base. A diving stab by the third baseman, Doug DeCinces. And Dwayne comes by. Thanks for coming by, Dwayne. Hopefully things are going well. And you complete a week 1 of 1950 Fast Drive football with a fact. Yeah, I have. I'm almost done week 2. I got like 4 or 5 more games to go, and I'm done 2 weeks with that. And I was going to play that tonight, but again, I kind of went off the chat here, off the table, and decided to play something different. All right, Julio is the last one. Can Palmer go all 9 innings here? We have a 1. We have an 11. No, we're not done. We're not done. He will get the Pantera walk. And you know something? He's stealing AA. We're going to try to steal. Nothing to lose. 1-17. 16. He'll take second base on the steal. So, runner in scoring position just to make it interesting. And now we have O.J. Simpson coming up. And we have a 6 and a 7 and line drive second base. And that will do it. That will end this one here. So, the final score here in Baltimore, it is Baltimore 6 and Seattle 2. Alrighty. As expected, an Oriole win, yeah. Let me see. I did print out, I was going to play one more. You guys don't have to hang around if you don't want. But I printed out a couple of games here from DigiDugout from 1980. And I'll tell you who I got. If you guys, like I said, you don't have to stick around. All right, so I know it's not going to be Seattle, so I can put Seattle away. All right. Boy, these cards are so flimsy. Compared to the other games, these cards are flimsy. Not complaining, just making an observation. All righty. So Seattle's out of here. As TMN comes by just for the end, yeah, I'm going to roll one more here. I'm gonna roll another one. Again, you guys don't have to stay. I don't mean to hog up the YouTube time, but I'll just kind of open up. Instead of just chatting, I figured I'd play something. And it didn't go to extra innings, yeah. All right, so here's what I got. So I have Montreal, Atlanta with Bill Lee and Negro. I thought that'd be a fun one. I have Baltimore again taking on Texas with Palmer and Perry. And then I have San Francisco, Houston, Vida Blue, and Ken Forsch. I'm kind of leaning towards this Montreal Atlanta game, providing that Strat has everybody. That's the thing, is I don't know who Strat has, so I'm going to have to open up the teams and see what we got. So I think I'm going to do that one here. I think I'm going to do that one right there. Braves, Expos. Yeah, I'm going to do the Braves and the Expos. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you wanted Forsch? I know, I'm kind of in a Montreal mood right now. So here's my Palmer card. Here's yeah, I'm going to do the Montreal Atlanta, I think. Although, it depends how many guys I'm missing. That's the other thing. Is if I'm missing a lot of dudes, then I don't like to play games that I'm missing a lot of guys. All right, so is Atlanta? And here's Montreal. Now, so I got to do a couple things. First, let me see if they're here. Okay. Let me see if I have everybody that played in the game. So let me do that. Never forget the Expos. All right, so all right, so let me put these away. Alrighty. And this is in Atlanta, by the way. So let me see if I have everybody. So let's reset this. Right? Hey, Tampa Bay. I didn't know Tampa Bay had a song. I was watching a video on the Buccaneers in '79. It's like, hey, Tampa Bay, what do you say? Or something like that. I didn't know they had a song. Yeah, sometimes you got to take the Expos out and play a game. All right, so, well, I'll let you guys in on the secret. All right, here's who's playing. So let's start with Montreal. Jerry White? No. Bernadette Peters? No. Tim Hutton. When Tim Hutton talks, people listen. Parrish. Yeah, Parrish is going to play. Roland Office. Nope. Ken Manna Mancha. Nope. Spire. Nope. Valentine. Yep. Cromartie. Yep. Gary Carter. Yes. Andre. The Giant. Yep. Timarago. Whatever. Ron LaFleur leads off. Rodney Scott. Yep. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing. So I got to find Bill Lee. Okay, so we have Bill Lee. But I'm missing some guys though. Right? Oh wait, Bernazard is playing. Bernazard is playing. So hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? So I got LaFleur, Scott, Dawson, Valentine, Cromartie, Carter, Parrish. Yeah, where's that? There it is, right there, right? Berzentine and then Lee. Okay. So I do have everybody for the Expos, at least for right now. Here are my pictures. Yeah, Bill Lee was lost in space. The Spaceman, bring me the Spaceman. What movie was that? Never made it into the movie, but it was in the trailer. Bring me the Spaceman. And so now let's get the Atlanta Braves. I don't play much Atlanta Braves here, but we're gonna play Atlanta Braves here. So let's see. Here's my Braves here. Terry Harper. Nope. Biff. No Biff. Glenn Mother Hubbard. Yes. Asselstein. I don't think so. Mike Lum. There was a Lum's restaurant here where I grew up, and I always remember Mike Lum and Lum's restaurant. Larvell will play. Bob Horner will play. Narodny. There was a hockey player, Narodny. That's how I know that. I think I know that. Chris Chambliss played with it. I didn't know that. Burrows, yep. Gomez, nope. Ramirez, nope. Jerry Royster. Oh boy, no. I better start finding some guys here. Bruce Benedict, yep. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. Oh boy, I might be missing a guy here. And Negro's the pitcher, right? So here's Negro. Are these all pitchers? Oh boy, am I missing a guy? So let me see. So we have Hubbard, Murphy. Oh, Chambliss is playing. Okay, good. I have everyone. Chambliss, Matthews, Horner, Burrows, Blanks, Benedict Donald, and the pitcher Negro. All righty. So we have everyone. Yeah, we went right by some of these guys. That's just kind of how I do it. Okay, so now we need. This is very important. So, yeah. So we need this. We need that. And then we need the Braves. Well, we have that one, but I like the big A better. I like that. There we go. The big A. That's always been my favorite. For some reason, that lowercase a was always so cool. Okay, we're almost there. We are almost there. So the last thing we need is to set up our field. And we have Atlanta here, and we have Montreal here, right? And so here is our Atlanta team. And there's our pitcher. Here's Montreal. Here's the batters. And we need to get get these things here. So, oh, look at that right on the top, Montreal. So cool. And I'm looking for Atlanta. I think I'm going to order the, here it is right here. Nice. I think I'm going to get the Al Wilson nameplates tomorrow. That's one place I'm going. 3D6 Gaming. I'm going to get some of my accessories. These paper ones are fine, but I know they're not going to last very long. And they get bent easy because it's just 1 pound stock and they're so tiny. Alrighty. You like the Laughing Braves logo? I don't even remember that one. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alrighty, I think we're ready to go. I just need a couple of zeros. All right, do I have any volunteers? Yeah, I do. I got some volunteers. Here we go. Inside joke I'm laughing about. Alrighty. Are we ready to go? What do you think? Are we ready to go? All right, so Ron LaFleur. He's going to be a left fielder. He's a 4. So I'm going to start writing down D as they come up to bat. Alrighty, just so I can have it. And Hubbard, second base, is a 2. All right, just so I can start writing things down ahead of time. Alrighty, so we have our dice right here. We have our cream soda. And all right, so I guess it'll be a doubleheader tonight. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Okay, there we go. Chuck comes by, made it in time for the second game. That's fantastic. I missed some of the chat here while I was setting up. Sorry about that. So hopefully there was nothing I missed that was too concerning. I try to follow along the best I can. That's why it takes me so long to play, because I like chatting with you guys. Okay, so here we go. So Ron LaFleur comes up for Montreal. I know I should write that, PJ, you know. Not a cream soda fan. I wasn't for years, but now I do. I like to have one once in a while. I should write them down, but I'm just going to write them when they come to bat. And hopefully I don't need any defensive checks. That was stupid the last game. I had so many defensive checks. All righty. Thanksgiving night baseball doubleheader. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't care about that other game that's on TV. What was it? Cincinnati, Baltimore or something? I don't really care about that one. I was happy to see Dallas win today. I don't know why I like seeing Dallas win on Thanksgiving sometimes. A basic double header. Tribe fan comes by. Yep, here we go. All right, so Ron LaFleur. Is that like Guy LaFleur? We have a 1 and a 5 and an 11. That's going to be a double. So Ron LaFleur is going to smack a double to open things up here. Now he's triple A stealing. Triple A stealing. Do I steal third? No, I don't want to steal third, because if I picked off here, going to third, okay, I'll give him one batter, then I'll steal. All right, he's a triple A. So AA is 1 to 11. I'm going to bump that up to 12. I might try to steal. I don't know. I know. I like to run. But I'm going to give Scott a chance here. Let's see if somebody can move him along. Yeah, again. And it's just a fun game here tonight. So we got a man on second. All right. The Expos already hit Necro with a double. So, and here we go. So we have a 4 and a 9. Oh, that's going to be a single. And well, he's a 1 to 17. So we're going to send him home on the single, right? And let's see, 1 to 17, and he's in there. All right, so just like that, Rodney Scott drives him home. I didn't have to steal. And so he will come home and score. We have Rodney going to first base. And just like that, boy, if you guys weren't in your seat, you missed it. You already missed it. It's Montreal driving home a quick run here in the top of the first. And there's still nobody out right out of the gate. Yeah, that's how it happens here on the channel. Andre Dawson. What else did he play? He's a 1. So and what was Scott? Scott at second base is a 2. Okay. Right out of the gate. Here we go. So Negro in some trouble. They're already warming up in the bullpen. Scott stole 60 bases. Oh, hang on. He's an AA stealer. Oh, yeah. So we're going to run. We're going to run. Let's get going here. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like Ralph Melf when he was boxing on Happy Days. 1-17. He's in there. So he will steal the base. So they are running all over the place here in Atlanta. So we got a double and a single knocks him home. We got a single and a stolen base. We got another runner at second. It's just all kinds of craziness here. All righty. So here we go. And we have a 2 and a 4. Oh, no. Andre Dawson. 2. Boom. 4. Boom. And that's a home run. And that'll drive in runs. And Negro is in trouble right away. So he will score. And then you got to touch them all on the home run. And we're up to 3. And they haven't even got the hot dogs yet. Right? 3-0. Running with scissors. That's kind of funny, actually, Sean. All righty. 3. Wow. Whoo. Where did Dawson go? Did he ever go to the American League? To Toronto or something? Or am I getting that mixed up? Andre for the holidays. Yeah, so we got nobody out. We got 3 runs in already. And they're coming out to the mound to talk to him. They're like, do you need another cream soda? He says, I think I might. Yikes. Okay. All righty. So Valentine will come up. Yeah. Don't need to run too hard. A 5 rated will score on this one. Yeah. He's doing pretty well here. Knuckleball. Is he a knuckleballer? Is Nico the knuckleballer? I didn't know if he was a knuckleballer or not. Well, if he is, it's not knuckling. Dawson played for the Red Sox. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Thank you. 93 and 94. That's another season I want to get as 94 and 95 for the Red Sox. All right, Ellis Valentine. I think he played for the Sox too, I think, right? And maybe St. Louis or Cleveland or something. All right, we got a 4 and a 7, and that's going to be a line drive. Second base. We have our first out. And so finally, before some people even sit down, they're sitting there like, is it really 3-0? I just get in. Parking was tough. The line for the hot dogs was pretty long. We got some popcorn. We sat down. It's 3-0. 1 away for Cromartie. Okay, so if the knuckle isn't knuckling, okay. Yeah, I missed a couple things in the chat here. Might want to get Andy Griffith episode cases gets out of hand. Is that Mayberry? We got to get Mayberry in here? Is that what that was? A Weird Al Yankovic album? Is that what it is? Okay. Cromartie now. So we got a 2 and an 8. Oh, no, that's a single. And we're not done. We're not done. So let's put a man on base again. And boy, Negro, they might have another visit to the mound here pretty soon. And they're up. Who's in the pen here? Well, let me go back to my my standings here. And so Atlanta was 500 and Montreal was 90 and 72. So my relief pitchers, Garber, Hanna, Roboski, and Bradford. So Gomez. I don't even have a Gomez. Am I even on the right team? Yeah, 1980. Atlanta Braves. How come I don't have any of these guys here? Oh, because I'm not looking at the pictures. How about that? It would be very helpful. If I looked at the pictures, right? Matula. I don't even. Oh yeah, he's a starting pitcher. Bradford is a reliever. Camp is a closer. McWilliams is a starter. Doyle Alexander is a starter. Tommy Boggs, starter. Hanna over here. Carver over here. And Roboski over here. All right, so those would be my starters, so I don't want to touch them. So, yeah, we got a couple guys up and throwing here. So we have Roboski and Hannah up throwing in here in relief, as Atlanta's already in some trouble here. So just in case, we have some dudes here. We have some dudes. People trying not to get lost in the stadium, right? Did I miss Carter bad? No, he's due up right now. He's up right now. Alrighty. All right, so Carter comes up. Carter, like Stargate, with one away, man on first. Cromartie stealing C, so no, he's not going to steal. So here we go. So Gary Carter coming up. So we have a 5 and a 6 fly ball in the center field B. And so let us be a fly ball in the center field. 2 away, so Carter flies out. And now we have Larry Parrish. Larry Parrish. Oh, haven't been writing down these guys. So Cromartie at first base is a 4. Valentine in right field is a 2. And Carter at catcher is a 1. And Parrish at third base is a 2. Just kind of writing down their numbers as I go along, so just save me a little bit of time. All right, Larry Parrish now. 2 outs. Man at first. And we have a 2 and a 6, and he popped it up to third base. Well, they plate 7, and they drive in 3. And so that's where we stand here after a half inning of play. So a pretty good job by Montreal getting Bill Lee a little bit of cushion here to start the game. All right, so here we go. So Glenn Hubbard checking the cupboard, see if he can find a bone or a hit or anything right now. That was a good start for Montreal. Yes, it was. And a good lineup. Yes, it was. A 5, 8, pops it up to shortstop. So P6, and we have 1 away for the Braves. Again, they were 500 in 1980. Dale Murphy's a center fielder. And let's see what Murph's going to do. Yeah, the Expos didn't have a bad finish. So we have a 5, 9. Ground ball, shortstop, X. So we have a 4 and a 1. And that's going to be a single. So Dale Murphy's on with a single because he likes to mingle. Stealing C, so we're not going to go anywhere. So I only have Chris Chambliss. Wasn't he like a Tiger or a Yankee or something like that too? I see all these guys, and it's like I remember them in different teams. Man on first, Chambliss. Rusty Staub. Yeah, Rusty played everywhere. I think he played like in the Japanese league too, didn't he? So we have a 2 8s, and that's a single. And do we want to have him go to third? 1 to 13. No, I think with the cleanup hitter coming up, we're just going to go first and second. So now we have Matthews coming up. Chambliss was a Yankee. Okay. So we could have tried for third. It was 1 to 13, but I said, no, we're going to hold off here. We got a lot of hits in this game for some reason. Yeah, part of the fun, Ben, I agree with that. Part of the fun is playing some of these games here with guys. You're like, oh, I remember this guy here. Half the fun is like when I unbox a season, I kind of like take mental notes. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that guy was here, and I didn't know that guy was there, and I got to play a game with that guy on this team. And I didn't even remember Louis Tiant was a Yankee. I mean, I just never realized that as a kid. And now it's like, oh, he played with the Yankees. That's kind of cool. So anyway, Chambliss walk-off home run won the 76 pennant. Anybody good went to the Yankees. And that's the problem with baseball. It's like they go to Boston, New York, or L.A. And all the other teams, they're just a feeder league for those 3 teams, it seems like. Gary Matthews, 325 on-base percentage. Let's see what he can do here. I have a 5 and a 6. Fly ball to right field B. And that's not going to move any. It would have scored the runner if I scored him. I mean, if I moved him along. But no, so now we get 2 outs. Oh boy, so that's our cleanup hitter gone. And now we have the third baseman, Bob Horner. Alrighty, let's see if Horner can get something going here. So we have a 6 and an 11. Fly ball right field X. Coming over is Valentine, a 2 and a 10. And he will make the diving catch to end the inning. Dun, dun, dun. So, 2 fly balls in the right field, but nothing comes home, and they leave a couple of runners on. Well, those Indians, that's what they do. They're Indian givers. Alrighty. So, Burrows is left field 4, blanks, shortstop 4, and that's a little better. Okay. So we go to the top of the second. And we have the Biohazard, Tony Biohazard coming up. And the Indians had Chambliss for a while. Yeah, I think the Indians had everybody for a while. They probably had like Buddy Bell and Rusty Staub and Reggie Jackson, right? No, Reggie went to Baltimore. That's who it was. I get those guys mixed up. All right, Tony Biohazard coming up. So we have a 5 and a 9. Struck him out. Oh, wow. So Negro starts off the inning with a fan. And now we have Bill Lee coming up, the pitcher. So he will hit here. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need a pitcher card. Oh, it's been a while since I played National League. All right, let me get my pitcher card. Why didn't you guys tell me? All right, so he's pitcher batting number 3. So here's pitcher card 3. Okay. And Negro is batting card 1. I forgot about those. So he's batting card 1. So when I need that, it'll be right there. Okay. Pitching card 3. All right, number 3. Okay. So here we go. I thought it was Apple when you read off the front of the card. Been a while since I played National League Strat. All right, Bill Lee. A 3, 8. Struck him out. That's why I never like pitchers hitting. Yeah, Toronto. You see how close Toronto came to winning that? That was nuts how close they came to winning that. That was stupid. And wanted Burners out on the Blue Jays at some point. That would have been pretty cool if you like that. So we got a 3, 6 ground ball shortstop. And that'll be a 1, 2, 3 inning. So he mows him down. And so we'll go to the bottom of the second. Bill Lee comes back out. Mr. Negro will sit back down. And now we have Jeff Burrows coming up. He's the left fielder. And so we have a 2 and a 6. Oh, no! Right? 2, 6, home run, Burrows. Burrows jacks it out of Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. And Atlanta's on the board here in the bottom of the second. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be fun. Right? We're having fun, aren't we? We having fun? We're going to have so much fun. Oh, I got to touch them all, though, right? Jeff Burrows sends one deep, and it's 3-1. And that ball is gone. Yes, home run. Out of here. Backity, back, and gone. All right, we got Larval Blanks coming up. He's the shortstop. And we have a 6 and a 6. Ground ball, second base. X. Rodney Scott is a 2 and a 20. And he will make the play. So G4. So 1 away. Jeff Burrows, the 74 MVP. Thank you very much. That's why you are here. And now we have Bruce Benedict coming up. And let's see what he can do here with 1 away and 1 in. Let's see if it's going to be Eggs Benedict. Right? 3, 9, single. Benedict likes the mingle. So he will get the single. He's stealing D, so he ain't going anywhere. Alrighty, so now coming up, we have the pitcher, Phil Necro. And he's pitching card number 1. Alrighty, so do we just want to have him bunt? Yeah, we're just going to have him bunt. I know there's one away, but there's really nothing to hit here. If he got something over here, he might be all right, but... So we're going to bunt. Here we go. Lays down the bunt, and it's a 5. And hit down to the pitcher, and that'll advance the runner. So he just bunts it across, so it's just going to be a sacrifice. And we have 2 away. So now we have Hubbard coming up here. Yeah, the play still starts at a couple hours. I might actually stay up for that. And I want to see what their new games are. I probably won't buy anything until the morning, but I want to get a couple of their games that the First Contact, if that's for sale, I want to get that. I want to see if they got any PDF seasons for hockey. So that's what I'm looking at from play. And Ben says a home run's not an automatic run. It entitles the batter to run advance 4 bases without the liability of being put out, but can still be called out for missing a base. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It's not an automatic run, but it entitles you. Yep, to do that. Okay. I remember when I watched my dad play softball as a kid. They'd hit home runs over the fence. They wouldn't even run the bases. They're just like, why? It's the best pie. It's like, no, we're not running the bases. All right, so I have 2 outs, and I got the runner at second, but it's going to be Glenn Hubbard against Bill Lee. So we have a 4 and a 4 and a 5 fly ball into center field, and that will end the inning. So they will get 1 here in the bottom of the second. And that's where we are right now. As we go to the top of the third, it's 3-1. So it's still kind of a game. Yeah, they're too old and drunk. Yeah, that's probably true. Alrighty, so I think I have everybody's ratings written down. All right, we have Rodney Scott. Let's go, Rodney Scott, who singled and scored on that home run. Alrighty. Slow pitch softball, home runs that don't have to be run out. Yeah, it just saves time. There's no need, you know. All right, Rodney Scott, top of the third for Montreal. And we got a 6 and a 5. Struck him out. So Necro gets a strikeout. And we have 1 away. Your dad's basically used the blue dot restricted fly balls. I don't know what that means there, Fenner. The blue dot restricted flight balls. And the black dot didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I never played, so I don't know what that is. Sorry, I can't comment on that. Andre. Oh, we got a 6-12 fly ball in the center field. 2 away. So Andre the Giant goes down. Oh, so it must have been the type of ball they used. So they had a ball that would not go as far. Is that what it is? So it was designed for that. Is that what you're saying? So that would make sense. You know, I know the kids, the real young kids, they use a blue puck when they play hockey. It's a light blue puck, and it's wicked light. And when the guys use it, you could kill somebody with it because it's so light. But for the kids, they use it. So it might be the same kind of thing, you know. Oh, look at Ben. The softballs are measured on compression and coefficient. I haven't heard coefficient since like the 9th grade. Or the 12th grade. So we have a 6 for Valentine and a 9. Oh no, right? Oh no. 6 foot 9 foot home run for Valentine. A 2-out dinger here. See you later, alligator. And oh my gosh, this is going to be a fun game. This was fun. Oh, I love National League ball. Right? Uh-oh, I put the 5 in the wrong one. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. I'll keep the 5 handy in case I need it, right? Wowzers. This one's just getting out of hand. So a single 2-out shot by Ellis Valentine. Oh, but he hasn't run the bases yet. There he is. Touch them all. Valentine's Day Massacre. It could be. It could be another kaboom, says Robert. Jeebus. Yeah, so this is what, 3 home runs in this game already. And the last game, I had a lot of home runs, too. I don't know what it is. Maybe Strat's just loaded. Oh, see, now you're losing me. The 400-pound compression. I don't know what that is. You might get some more courses for History Maker Golf. I might actually get some more golfers for History Maker Golf. I want to start playing that again. I have the greatest hits, but I don't have... I got to see what I got, actually, for golf, because I want to start playing that again, but I'd like to play something besides the greatest. I like to kind of like do a season play. You know me, I like my seasons, so... All righty, so we have Warren Cromartie coming up here. Here we go. So we have a 1 and a 9 and a 6 and 1, 9, 6, and that's a double for his trouble. And boy, so Cromartie's on with a double. All this action with 2 outs. So Necro getting hit around here, and there's some action in the Atlanta bullpen here in the 3rd inning, and I'm not kidding about that. I might have to give him the old Yankarooty here. Gary Carter, 2 outs, 1 on. Gary with a 2 and a 5 and a 17, and that's a single, 2 bases, because he likes to mingle. And another run comes in. Where's that 5? I put it away. Let me get that 5 back out here. Get Mr. Griswold's car back out here. It is 5-1. Oh boy, now we're having a good time. We got some runs coming in here. So Gary Carter singles in Cromartie. So he will score, and then Gary Carter goes to first. So, 5-1. I mean, I don't want to take Necro out and make him feel bad. You know, it's not what I want to do. But I'll give him one more batter. So he's got 2 outs, but he's given up 3 hits in a row. He's probably fatigued in every other game I play, right? Yeah, stick tap. He's looking for bonus baseball. We got a double header, so I'm kind of hoping it's not bonus baseball. I didn't think this would be this bad. All right. We'll let him. He says, Coach, let me face Larry. I want Larry. I want Parkman. We have a 2, 8, 10. That's a single, 2 bases. And so Carter goes down to 3rd. Parrish to 1st. And yeah, we got to go. So that'll be it for Necro, who goes 3.2 innings. So Necro comes out. Oh, we already had our guys. So we're going to bring in Hrabosky. So Hrabosky will come in and try to go long relief here for the Atlanta Flames. .2 over here. Hrabosky. There we go. All right. Yeah, we didn't even get to the bottom of the 9th in the last game, which is fine by me. All righty, so Tony Bernhazard will come up here. And you got the Course Collection 5 of Sawgrass. I have a whole bunch of homemade and pre-bought ones, courses. So I got plenty of courses. I just need golfers. I have the greatest golfers, but I'd like to get like a 70s season or 80s season. I think they had a 1980. I gotta look at what I have for play. All righty. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. It is 5-1. Here we go. All right, Hrabosky, a 5 and a 2. And he comes in and he walks the bases loaded. Yeah, this is unbelievable. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is what you want to see. Ducks on the pond. So Raboski walks. Burner's like, oh, but now it's the pitcher. Oh, maybe that was intentional. Do I pinch hit? Do I pinch hit here in the third with the bases loaded? 2 outs? Is that National League ball? Or do you let the pitcher hit here? I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, so it's 2.2. You're right, 2.2. That's it. The big red machine got me on that one. 2.2. All righty. Too early to take him out, Gandalf and Sean. I mean, just looking over here, how funny would it be if I brought in somebody that would hit a grand slam? If I brought in, what do I have here? Roland Office could come in and hit. E.F. Hutton, Jerry White. Nah. We'll just let him go. We're just gonna let him hit. So Bill Lee comes up, and some road says the pitcher hits here. All righty. Sean wants me to pull the goalie. I don't know. Let him bat so we can get the win. Is that what this is about, Big Red Machine? You see, the bases are loaded right now. Here we go. We got a 4 and a 4. Fly ball center field X. So this is hit into center field. Dale Murphy is a 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. And, safe at second on an error. He can't come up with it. Hang on. I got a 2 here. 2 bases. That's a 2-base error by the center fielder, Dale Murphy. So, bases loaded. So it's going to be an E8. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. And it's going to be second and third. 2 more runs come in for the Spos, right? That was yep, safe at second on an error 2. Advance 2 bases. Now, do I want to? I suppose I could try to send this other guy here. So Tony Bernhazard, 1 to 5. I want to send him home too, right? I'm going to send him home. Let's get a bases clearing double. So he's 1 to 15. I'm going to send him. And, they gun him down at the plate with a 20. Oh, man, that's hysterical. They gun him down at the plate. Oh. Wow, that was an exciting inning. So we go to the bottom of the third. I got to update my scoreboard here. The scoreboard guys are behind right now. They're running out of numbers. So what do we say we have here? We had 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in that inning. So that's going to be a 7 now. It's like a football game. Oh, man. You were pushing your luck that the pitcher got anything to begin with on that. Yeah, I figured I had nothing to lose. I had a pretty good chance of scoring, too. Yeah, and I rolled the 20. That's all right. I mean, it's 7-1. That's when I take chances, you know? That's why, when I play the Appamassa, you can run all the time if you want. And I try to have a guy score from first on a single. And he only had a few chances, but it still was fun. It was fun to try to do that, you know. That's what we try to do. We try to have fun here on the channel, you know. They were getting hot dogs, and now they're behind on scoring. Yeah, they were getting hungry. You know. Pressure Luck was a good show. It really was. All righty, so we're having a good time here tonight. I hope. Peter, is that the guy from the Monkees, Peter Tomarken? Right? Wasn't he like the bass player or something? All right, so Dale Murray coming up, who made that big error in center field. And he'll lead off the third. 7-1 Montreal. We haven't had very close games tonight, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm perfectly fine with that. So we got off the Dale Murphy card. We got a 3 and a 4. Oh, no, right? 3, 4. See you later, Dale Murphy. he'll get a little redeemer here, and he will hit a home run. And folks, we're not done yet. We are not done at all. Boy, but the scoreboard's getting a workout here. It really is. It's starting to catch on fire a little bit. It's just so hot. We got to put some coolant on it. You need cooling, and I'm not fooling. 7-2. I know it's Peter Torkinson. That's all right. We're having fun here tonight. I hope. Maybe we're just going into a food coma. All right, Chris Chambliss, who singled, will come up here in the third against Bill Lee. I got a 6 and a 9. Fly ball in the left field. And so we got one away. It's like the Bugs Bunny cartoon. It could be. Gary Matthews as the Beaver. 5, 8. Popped it out to short. 2 outs. Replay. NFL replays refuse timeouts. That's interesting. I didn't know that. All right. Bob Horner, 4 and a 4. Line drive, first base. And that'll end the inning there. But they do get 1. And it's 7-2 as we go to the top of the 4th. All right. Will I be playing the horse racing game? Probably not. Depends how much it is, whether I get it. Like if it's a PDF game, I usually buy their PDFs. I still have some PDFs I bought from them that I haven't played yet. I don't know anything about horse racing. And I have the racing game, and he says it's a lot like the racing game. So I might just stick with the racing game, the auto racing game. If the horse racing was you drive, like the Appa saddle racing where you go around the track, that would be fun. But it's still probably gonna be a fun game. I don't know. It all depends on the price. All depends on the price. Steve Towers playing that in the morning. So if you want to see the horse racing game, Steve Towers was advertising tomorrow morning. He's going to do that. So that's the place to check it out. Let's see. All right, Ron LaFleur will kick this off here. Roboski's still in. 2-11 ground ball down to second base. And so we will have 1 away. You might get the fishing. I'm not a big fishing guy either, although it looked like it was super fun. It really was. It looked like it was super fun. If you were a fisher, it's probably going to be really, really fun. Rodney Scott with 1 away. 4-10. Ground ball, third base, X. Well, this is hit down to Bob Horner. So I got a 4-18. And a 4-18 is, he will get the out. And so we have 2 away. Micah comes by. He loves that fishing game, yeah? He hasn't gone fishing since he was a kid. I haven't either. I think I went out one time. My wife's dad had a boat. We went out in the boat, and she was loving the fishing. I was like, that's not my thing. I'm not an outdoors person. And with 2 outs, it's Dawson. We have a 1-5. Oh, he's going to get the Pantera walk. So with 2 outs, we have a man on. Stealing A. 1-15. Yeah, let's have some fun. 1-15. And he's in there with a 2. So he will steal a base just to add some insult to injury. And that opens up a chance to score. Now, he's fast too, right? A 1-17. So if we can get a single, we might be able to score him. All right, Valentine. All he's done is line out and home run tonight. A lot of runs in this game. I might have to play more strat if I'm going to get some offense, right? We have a 4-7, and he's going to get the Pantera walk. So Hraboski's coming in, walking everybody. And so now we have first and second. Atari had a fishing game. It was made by Activision. and you sat on the pier and you lowered your hook, and obviously the lower you went, the higher the fish value, and you tried to bring them up before they got eaten by anything else. I think it was fishing derby. I think it was called. That was an all right game. You just like took the joystick and you dropped it in, you pulled them up, and I think it was called fishing derby. All right, so we have 2 on, 2 out. Cromartie, who's singled and doubled. So we have a 3 and a 7, and this is hit down to first base, and that will end the threat. So they will not get anything here in this inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-2 now. Yeah, and boy, the T-Mac. Yeah, you remember that one, the fishing derby from Activision? Yep, I remember all those 2,600 games for the Atari. Activision, that was great. They had the drag race, and I think they had some hockey and skiing and Stampede. Activision put out a lot of really fun games. Probably the better games for the Atari. I hate to say it that way, but I think they did. All righty, so we have Jeff Burrows coming up, the wide receiver for the Houston Oilers. And Bill Lee still on the mound here. Phil Negro was chased after 2.2 innings. Yep. Activision did have a lot of great games. Yep. And Fenner's wife is watching baseball fights on her phone. Well, doesn't everybody's wife watch baseball fights on their phone? All right, so I got a 3 and a 9. Struck him out. So Burrows goes down, and we have one away here in the bottom of the 4th. I think I have that on Steam. I should pull that out sometime and play some of the Steam games. You like watching MLB ejection videos? See, I'm the complete opposite. I like watching good sportsmanship moments. And most of them are in soccer. The soccer people are like very, very cool with each other. Not so much hockey. Once in a while, baseball and football. So I like to watch those moments there. I don't know. I'm all about sportsmanship. I just am. All right, Larvell blanks. And I got a 5 and a 4. So we got a catcher's card. So the Montreal catcher is Gary Carter. He's a 1-13. And pops it out, and Carter will make the catch. 2 away. And now we have Bruce Eggs Benedict with 2 outs. And we have a 1-8. Popped it out to short. A 1-2-3 inning here. And we shall go to the top of the 5th. I enjoyed they had fishing in one of the games I played on the PlayStation. What the heck game was that did the fishing? I don't remember. I didn't do much of it. I think in Skyrim you had to fish to get some fish, like to get the scales off this certain fish, and that would get you a better armor or something. So that was okay, swimming around trying to catch fish. That was that one game. Was it Far Cry or something like that? They had an expansion where you could go fishing. I didn't do much of it. I didn't care for it. But there was what was that game I played that you got maps. It told you where the best fishing spots were, and that's where you could find the special fish in the game. Maybe it was what the heck was it? It was like one of the last games I ever played on the PlayStation. An open adventure game. And I think it was set in Montana. You know. All right, so here we go. So let's get back to the ball game. So Gary Carter coming up. He's got a single and scored. And that's about all he's done today. And so I got a 3 and a 4. Ground ball back to the mound. 1 away. 7-2 our score. For those of you getting here late, all the action took place in the first inning. so nobody even sat down to get their hot dogs. And the game was already on the way. 5 and a 7. Struck him out. So Huraboski is getting into the groove here. I don't know how many more innings he's going to go. He came in the second, so I can let him go another inning or 2. You know. And so now we have Tony Bernazard. Bernhazard. I don't know what his name is. 3, 10. Oh no. 3, 10, 7. That's going to be a double for his trouble. So Bernazard will double, stealing B, 1 to 13. I think we're going to steal. We're going to try to rub it in. So he gets the double. We're going to try to run it, steal here, stealing B. Oh, no. 1 to 9, going to third. Never mind. Well, so I'm going to try it. Bernazard. All right, thank you. I'm a little tired here. We're going to steal third. Tony Bernazard is going to try to steal third. Right? And he's a 1 to 9. Here we go. Taking off. Testing Eggs Benedict, the catcher. And he is out by a mile. But we had a good time. Right? We had a good time. So didn't have much of a chance. But that's what you got to do. Right? You got to have some fun. Because it was the pitcher coming up anyway. So so I'll let the pitcher lead off. All right, so what's going on over here now? So the pitcher's leading off over here. Okay, so now here's a question for you here. Do we pinch hit for the hitter here to lead off the bottom of the fifth and then put in a different relief? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What do you think? I'm thinking about pinch hitting for the hitter here and then just bringing in another guy because Roboski's done okay. He's been in for 3 innings now. I don't want to use up my reliever. What do you think? Is this a good time to take him out? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so Roboski's going to come out. So he did a pretty good job. So we're in the fifth. So he went 2.1. So he came in here. So we went 1, 2. Oh, no, he went 3. So we did 5 innings. So he did, 2.1. Really? 1. So he did 0.1. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.1. Okay. 3.1. No, I don't think Roboski was, according to Camp was the closer, according to Baseball Reference. That's why I didn't go to. That's why I went to Roboski. So I'm going to take him out. So Roboski's going to come out. So he's done. And who's going to come in and hit? Who's going to come in and hit? So Atlanta running out of guys here. And who's going to come in and pitch? So we're going to have Garber come in and pitch. So Gino will come in and pitch. And oh boy, I don't have many pitchers left. I only get 2 relievers, or 3 relievers. So who's going to come in and hit against Bill Lee? I got Narodny, Mike Lum. A lot of walks in his card. Asseltine's got a pretty good card over here if you can get a 1. Biff Pocoroba looks pretty good too. Yeah, I'm going to go with. Well, he's a catcher. I don't want to waste a catcher. Terry Harper's got a lot of walks. Gomez, I don't think so. Rafael Ramirez, he's got a single here. He's got a lot over here. 2.1 for Roboski. Yeah, okay, so it's 2.2 and 2.1 will get us through 5 innings. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I'm looking to pinch hit is what I'm looking to do here. Jerry Royster. Yeah, I like Jerry Royster. So Jerry Royster is going to come in and hit here in the pinch hit situation. And then I'm going to need pitching card 3 for Garber. There we go. All righty. So we're gonna have Royster pinch hit here. So Royster's gonna pinch hit. So Roboski comes out and Garber comes in. And here we go. So Royster. Royster pinch hits in the 5th. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we have a 5-2. Pops it out to second base. All right. And that's what you hate to see as a pinch hitter. All right, so Royster is done. Thank you so much for coming by. And so now we have Hubbard coming up. That was worth a try. Hubbard comes up in the 5th. And we have a 6 and a 10. Fly ball center field X. Andre Dawson, 1 and a 4. And he is going to be out. So center field makes the catch. All right, I'm in the wrong area here. Here we go. So it's the bottom of the 5th. I'm screwing this up. Old Mother Heather went to the cup and get absolutely nothing. All right, Dale Murphy, who does have a home run. Dale Murphy, a 4 and a 5. Fly ball to center. 1, 2, 3. That's how they go here in the 5th. Oh, I didn't put out the other route. Didn't matter. So that is that. So we got Gino coming in as we go to the top of the 6th. And Bill Lee will lead us off. Right? So at the top of the 6th, it's Bill Lee. And let's see what Bill Lee's going to do. And we have a 1-6, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short. So a G6. One away. Run the floor. Here we go. And we got a 3 and a 2. Ground ball shortstop. So a couple of back-to-back groundies. And there's 2 away. Well, Gino coming in, doing a pretty good job here. Third pitcher of the day. We got a 4. That's going to be a 7. And that's a single for Rodney Scott. And Rodney Scott likes to mingle. Stealing AA. Well, you know what we're going to do here. We're taking off. And he's out. 1-17. And it's an 18. Dun, dun, dun. Beauty of a job by Eggs Benedict, the catcher, to throw him out. And that will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of 6. Maybe something to build on. Eggs Benedict, the catcher, throwing guys out left and right as Montreal getting very aggressive on the bases. But when you're up by 5, you can be very aggressive on the bases. That's what I always say, right? I play conservative football. I don't play conservative baseball. All right, Chambliss. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And we got a 6 and 11. Fly ball into right field. Valentine. 2 and a 12. 2 and a 12. And he'll make the... 2 and a 12. And, he'll make the catch. All right. He'll make the catch. And what did we say that was? Right field. So that's Chambliss, right? 1 away. This could be the turning point. Can they come back? They need to get some runs, though. They can throw out all the guys they want. Couple of beauty throws. 18s and 20s. We've been gunning them down, right? So we have a 3 and a 7. No, that's not very good. Fly ball in the left field. And we have 2 away. As you know, it's kind of one is like, what you know how hockey does the in the morning when you turn on like YouTube or something like that, you can get the condensed hockey game in like 8 or 9 minutes. It'd be great if they did that with baseball. I don't know if they do, where you could tune in and just see the deciding pitch. So like we're doing now, we get the deciding pitch results, right? It would be great to I'd watch a game. If you could watch a game in like 20 minutes or so, it's like just whatever it was, a hit, an out, strikeout, whatever it was. But instead of seeing like all the balls and all that other stuff, they're just deciding pitch, and obviously steals and wild pitches and stuff. But I mean, all the extra stuff and the visiting the mound and just get right to like the boom and the boom. Football does that sometimes too. They just show they show the plays. It's like the play gets over and they're up to the line of scrimmage and they show the play, and you can get through a game with that. I would watch baseball like that. I would watch baseball if they have that like boom 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 like we play it right here, because it's fun. But I don't know, man. It gets a little much. So we got 2 outs now for little Bob Horner. And so we got a 3 and a 9. And that's a strikeout. And that'll go down 1, 2, 3. Bill Lee smoking him here in a 7-2 game. We go to the 7th. I sometimes watch the hockey in the morning. I'll put on the 9-minute highlight. And football sometimes too, they do that. Although when they play the full football game, it takes a while, The raw condensed games, 20 minutes or less. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Be great if they did some of these games back in the day. Andre Dawson's got a home run and a walk. He flied out. 4 and a 10. Fly ball, center field X. Holy cow, center field X. I got a 2 and 11. And that's going to drop in for a single. So Dawson drops that right in front of Dale Murphy. And Dawson's on with a single here in the 7th. He's stealing A, but I think we've done our. Do we want to run? I say we run. Right? I say we run. 1 to 15. Let's test Eggs Benedict. Right? Bruce Eggs Benedict. Can he throw out his 3rd runner today? 1 to 15. 12. He's going to be in there with a steal. So he will steal the base. And a little tip of the cap. Run till you're done, says Ben. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And the Emperor comes by. And the best was NHL 94 would show you a highlight. Yeah, that was great. You could do the rewind. And then they would show you highlights of other games, too. That was, like, super cool. You'd be sitting there, and it's like, oh, let's go to New York. And you see the highlight of the New York, whatever game. It's like, that was fantastic, Oh, man. Some Expos baseball. Yeah, we've had a good time with this one. Little Strat baseball here tonight. Something different on the channel. It's been a doubleheader. And we've just been chatting most of the time here. We had no extras tonight. That's been great. So the leadoff man is on for Ellis Valentine. We don't need to bunt or anything up 7-2, right? So there we go. So we got a 2 and a 7. Ground ball to shortstop A. And so the runner's going to hold. So that'll be just a G6 and is 1 away. Cromartie comes up. And we got a 3-8. That's a ground ball to second A. And the runner's going to hold there, too. I thought he would try to go, but he's not. Wild Thing. That was a great movie, wasn't it? I watch that all the time when it comes on. I should get the DVD. Maybe they got extras on the DVD. Gary Carter. He's got a single. Scored a run. Runner on second. Here we go. We got a 6 and a 6 and a 9. 6 and a 9. It's a single. 2 bases. And that'll drive home Dawson. Dun, dun. And Gary Carter goes to first. And you know what that means. Scoreboard, people, wake up. Wake up. We have a change. So that'll bring in a run. And we're going to need the 8s. We don't usually get to 8s, but we have a use for an 8. Where are the 8s? Here are the 8s. 8 is enough. It is 8-2 here. So we picked some good matchups here today, so we're not going to go to any extra innings, it looks like. Right. Yeah, so a run comes in. It is now 8-2. And the Packers were whistled for a false start penalty. Officials ruled the Packers had called timeout. I think I remember seeing that today. But they do that all the time. That somebody will move and they'll call timeout and they'll give them the timeout. It's just kind of a courtesy. Parrish comes up. So Carter's not going to run, right? What is Carter? D, yeah. All right, so Parrish will come up. 2 outs, runner on first, run in. Gino just wants to get out of this inning and go home. 3 in a 10. Ground ball down the short. And so that'll end that. But they do get another. So, they went to the review to see if the timeout was called. Oh, that's interesting. I saw the review on one of the catches that they made, and I thought he caught it. He caught it right when his right foot went down, and then he got the left in, but he never got the right back in. But I think that was a right call. I think they got it right on that one. All right, bottom of the 7th. Here in Atlanta, things not going too well for the Braves. And Larry's not too happy about it. He said it was a bad call. So Jeff Burrows comes up. Here we go. And so we have a 5 and a 5 and an 8 and 5, and that is gone. Burrows with his second home run of the day. So touch him all for Burrows. And he goes and he's going to make me change that scoreboard again. When will I change that scoreboard again? All righty. 8-3. All right. So we're not done. We kind of are, but. So Burrows with 2 home runs here. Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens are failing. The earth is spinning improperly again. Yeah. I can't believe. Well, the Chiefs are falling apart. They had a good run, but yeah, Mahomes doesn't look like Mahomes. Mahomes is getting sacked. Mahomes never gets sacked. He was like Brady. When someone got near him, he would throw it away or find a way to make the completion. Now he's hanging on to it and getting sacked. He never did that. And the Bills, the Ravens, their quarterback was out. He's just getting back on it. I don't know what's going on with the Bills. Juckett's a Bills fan. He keeps saying that their window was closing with Josh Allen. It's like you got the best quarterback in the game, or at least the second best quarterback. You need to do something with him, and the window just closed. They just couldn't beat the Chiefs. Kind of like when the Bruins could never beat the Oilers. Bruins had some good teams, and they ran into some Oiler teams they couldn't beat. They beat everybody but the Oilers. All right, Larvel Blanks. Let's see if he's going to do something here. So it's going to be a 6 and a 4, and it's ground ball third base X. Holy cow. All these X's. Third base is a 2 with an 18. And he'll make the play. Out. 1 away. And now we got Eggs Benedict, who's been fantastic behind the plate. Here we go. Jeff Burrows, didn't he play for the Houston Oilers? That's a notable thing. 5 and a 6. Oh, boy. That was almost another home run. Fly ball in the right field. That was deep, but going back on the play is Ellis Valentine, and he'll make the catch. No receivers for Buffalo, huh? So now we get the pitcher, Gino, coming up here. And we're not going to take him out with 2 outs. Yeah, we're not going to take him out. If we had guys on base or something, I might, but let's just let him hit. And a 4 and a 6. Oh, he's got a single. Gene Garber, the pitcher, will come in and single because he likes to mingle. And so Garber's laughing at everybody. He's like, this ain't too hard, This ain't too hard. So Bill Lee getting a little tired here in the bottom of the 7th. We might have to think about finding some relief for him. And it's going to be top of the order, Glenn Hubbard. He's going to the cupboard. And the Chiefs defense, yeah. I was watching that Cowboys game today, and when Dallas is driving, I was like, man, they need to kill some time off the clock. And they didn't take a lot of time off, and then they had to settle for the field goals. Like, you gave the Chiefs a chance to come down and win this game. I thought the Chiefs were going to do it. And then when Dallas had that long drive and they kept getting first downs, I was like, well, that's what they need to do. Just keep burning this clock. And they did, And Burrow's coached his son to back-to-back titles. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, nice. And the Lions falling back. They're 7-5. Wow. I thought the Lions were pretty good this year, but yeah, they're dozing off. They had a couple of bad ones. Although Dallas is coming up now. They beat Philly. Now they beat the Chiefs. I mean, come on. All right, Glenn Hubbard. 2 outs, 1 on. I got a 5 and a 5. And oh no! 5. Boom. 5. Boom. And that is gone. Hubbard Rocks one out of here. That's 2 home runs in the inning, and that's going to be it for Lee. So, it's getting too close for comfort now. Too close for comfort. Oh, man. 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. And just like that, we're not done yet. So, I got to touch them all, though, right? And then Hubbard. So, Hubbard drives in. That's 3 runs here in the inning. Dale Murphy coming up, and that's the end for Bill Lee. So, we need to go to Montreal. And so their relief pitchers were Norman and Sosa. So Bill Lee will come out. Let's go Norman and Sosa. We'll go Sosa. He's the first guy I got. So Elias Sosa will come in. So Lee goes, 6.2. And Sosa will come in here in the 7th. Alrighty, so he comes in now with 2 outs, and the base is empty, and he's batting 1. So I think that was the same as Lee. So Bernazard will be leading off for the other team, but right now it's going to be Dale Murphy. Murphy. 2 outs, 3 in. Can he keep this going? What do we think? I'm for anyone who beats the Chiefs. I'm chiefed out myself. I am. I'm chiefed out. Dallas was smart running out the clock. Yeah, they did a good job of that. Yeah, the spaceman is out of gas, ran out of oxygen. Double switch. I don't know how to do a double switch. I'd have to take somebody out, right? Do I need? Well, hang on a sec. I don't want to do a double switch right now. So the pitcher would be hitting second next inning, and I got an 8-5 lead. So coming up, if you can read my mess here, so the pitcher would be hitting second in the top of the 8th. So I would have to take another guy out of the game, right? And everybody's hitting for me. So I would have to. Okay, yeah, but someone would have to come out of the game, right? Like I say, I would. So if I take out Lee and I bring in Sosa, I would have to move somebody else. I'd have to take somebody else out of the game, right? I'd have to take a fielder out. Yeah, so I'd have to take out either Carter or Parrish, right? And put Sosa in there, and then someone else comes in here. So you want me to take out Larry Parrish? Really? He's got a single. I don't think we need to do the double switch right now. I think 8-5. I think I'm pretty happy with what I got going on right now. I don't think I need to get that crazy. I think we're doing pretty well. He's bad on defense. Really? Oh my gosh, you guys are a tough crowd. So who could play third base? Ken Maka? The Macarena? Chris Spear? And Cromartie. He wants Cromartie to come out, huh? Um, hmm. I could put Ken Maka on. Larry wants to mingle still. I mean, I could put Ken Maka at third base, and then he would come up and hit. I suppose I could do that if you want. So, alrighty. I don't know if I was going to pinch hit for the pitcher, but if I do that, so I'll put Maka here at third base as a 5, and then the pitcher here. Okay, that's what I'll do. All right, so So Maka will go here. So Bernazard and Maka. Larry Parrish comes out, who just hit, right? And that's where we're going to put the pitcher card in. And he's batting card 1. All right, this is a lot of work, you guys. All righty. All righty, so. All right, so that's what we'll do. So we got the pitcher in the 7 spot in the double switch. All righty. Okay. All right, so that is that. So I think that's it. Okay, so Sosa will come in the pitch. He'll go hit in the 7 spot. Parrish comes out, and Maka comes in here in the 7th. All righty. That's why they make the big Maka's bad. Oh, wait. So Maka's 5 bad. I already put him in. I thought 5 was better. I don't play Strat. Well, Maka's going to play. Maka's going in. It's already been decided. We already called his family. He told his family, "Turn on the game. I'm going in. I'm going in for Parrish." It's too late. It's too late. All righty. So we have Dale Murphy now with 2 outs and nobody on base, but we have 3 runs in. 5. 1 is 5 is okay. Well, I put in the worst third baseman we have. He's gonna play. He's gonna play. And so we have a 5-5 ground ball shortstop. Axel, good thing it didn't go to third base, right? So we have a 4. Oh, Bernazard is a 4 and a 4 with a 20 at shortstop. Is that what I said? 4 with a 20 is an out. He will make the play. So a G6 to end the inning. So they get 3 in the bottom of the inning. And I like bad players. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. So Gino will come back in. He'll be pitching here. And so now we have a crazy lineup over here as we go to the top of the 8th. Yeah, we're having fun. Maka is somebody's nephew. That's right. And I like the bad players. So we're going to play the bad players. Everyone gets to play on my channel. Right? This is not part of a product. This is just playing a game of Strat that will just disappear after tonight. Will vanish into the wind. All right. So we're going to go to the top of the 8th. Nobody outs. The shortstop, Bernazard. And we got a 4. And a 5. Struck him out. 1 down. All right, let's see if this double switch paid off, Yeah. So the parents said, "Hey, every kid gets to play on my team. Every kid will get to play on my team, All righty. So we have, and here's Maka. He comes up. Look at Maka, and the crowd goes crazy here. The phone's ringing. Text. My phone's going off. Text is going off here. Everyone's texting. Hey, we're just having fun here. If he does something here, you guys are gonna. So we got a 5 and an 8 and a fly ball in the left field, and he'll get outs. So the pitcher would have done that anyway. All right, so Maka has to sit down. Maka Chewbacca. And now the top of the order, LaFleur with 2 away. And we have a 1-9-13, and he's going to get a double for his trouble. His second double of the game for LaFleur. And Guy Lafleur is on second base for Montreal. And do we want to run? AAA stealing. AAA stealing. Nah, we've done our stealing. We've done our stealing, Give Maka his trophy. That's right. Maka's got his trophy. Hey, now we can talk about Maka now, right? Maka Chewbacca, get into the game. I thought 5 was the best. I don't know. To me, it's the best. He is the best right now. Rodney Scott, 2 outs, man on second. And we have a 5-10 catcher's card X. Oh, boy. So that's going to be Bruce Benedict. He's a 2-3. Out on a no. Safe at first on a drop pop-up. Oh, wow. So it popped up and advance one base. But. Here's the thing. Here's my thinking. Follow this now. Follow along. There's 2 outs. He's running on contact. It's a dropped pop-up by the catcher. 1 base. But he can try to score, right? On the drop pop-up. Because there's 2 outs and he's running and he's fast. So I'm gonna see if he can score, right? I think that's how I'm gonna play this, right or wrong. So Ron the floor is 1-17. So it's popped up, it's dropped by the catcher. So we have an E2, right? Right. Oh no, now Larry says I can't do that. I thought I could challenge as long as it doesn't tell me, as long as it's not an asterisk. If it says 1 base, I should be able to challenge that. No? I would think that because I've been doing that all night. If it's not the 1 dot or the 2 dots, if it just says single or double, that's what I'm thinking. Somewhere else, he should score. He's the fastest guy out there. He's a AAA steal or something. He popped it up, and he's flying around third. The guy drops it. He's coming home. But then Larry's telling me no, it's got to be on his card. Well, that wouldn't make sense because if it's on the pitcher's card, I could try for the base, right? On the pitcher's card, I could try for the base. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a decider die. That's what I'm going to do. If it says offense, he's trying to come home. Defense, he stays. Defense, so he stays. All right, so it's going to be first and third on the drop pop out. Okay. I still think he should have come home because he's a fast dude, so he would have been running. But again, he might have been running half speed on the pop up too, so he might have thought that nothing's going to happen. So, so hits on either. So if I go to the error chart, I can't tell how. See, I've done that tonight. I've already kind of done that tonight on the error chart. I've tried to go extra bases. Oh well, we won't run up the score on Port Atlanta. So we have first and third. And Andre Dawson, who's got a home run and a single. He's been a menace tonight. And so we have a 3-6. Strike him out. And so they'll get out of that with no runs coming in. Whew, they are lucky. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th here in Atlanta. Can Atlanta spark a rally? Sosa will come onto the mound. And Chris Chambliss will come up. Alrighty. Atlanta's coming back, right? Alrighty. Well, there was 2 outs, Sean. So if there's 2 outs and he's on second base, he's probably at third base by the time the ball gets dropped, right? Depending how high it went. And so I'm thinking if he's fast, he's coming home. So here we go. Chambliss. There we go. Chambliss. I've had so many defensive checks. It's not even funny. A 1 and an 8. Oh, the Pantera walk. So the comeback is on. Sosa walks the man. Gary Matthews as the Beaver. Here we go. A 2-10. Ground ball to third, and that's going to be 2. A double play, and that might have just ended the game right here. You can't be having double plays in the 8th inning. So here you go. And Horner comes up here with a 5 and a 4. Fly ball center field X. 1-1, and he is out. Okay, we go to the 9th. And it's the Flames trailing the Canadians 8-5. So here's Valentine. And that cake just dropped in the oven. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty funny. Oh, here we go. Jeff. No. Ellis Valentine. Sorry, I look at the wrong team. Top of the ninth. There we go. Here we go. Just having some fun tonight. 5 and a 6. Fly ball in the center field. And Valentine's is out. And we have one away. Cromartie. A 1-10-6. And that's a double for his trouble. That's his second double of the game. Cromartie, a single and 2 doubles. And he's lighting it up here. So he's going to go to second base, just like that. And it's going to be Gary Carter now. Couple of singles for Carter. Here we go. A 2-3. Lined out to second base and diving back is Cromartie. So we have 2 away. Greg the Hammer, right? Oh, yeah, I remember that back in the day. Yeah, if you baked the cake, if you opened up the door, poured it down, the cake would rise, would collapse back down. Excuse me. I remember my mom saying back in the day, she'd be baking a cake. She's like, no jumping in the house because it would wreck the cake. We'd be like, oh, we don't want to wreck the cake, right? I thought, maybe she was kidding, so we wouldn't be jumping. But I guess that was the thing, huh? Yeah, you can wreck the cake when it's rising. Yep. All righty, so we got a man on second, 2 outs, and it's going to be the pitcher here, Sosa, coming up now. Well, we'll let him hit. He's doing pretty good. No, he gave up 3 runs. So we're gonna pinch hit here, and then we're gonna bring in another pitcher. We'll bring in our closer. So who's our closer for Montreal? It was Fryman is our closer. All right, so we're gonna have somebody come and pinch hit right here. We're just gonna have some fun with this, and then we're gonna have Fryman come in. There's Woody. There's Woody Fryman right here. So Sosa comes out. Nice job. We're not gonna let you hit. I know it's 2 outs. Man on second. We're gonna have somebody else hit. So who's gonna hit? Who's gonna hit over here? We're gonna have Roland Office come in and hit. So Roland Office will come in here in the 9th with a pinch hit. And let's see what he can do against Gene Garber. All right? Against Gino. Here we go. So Office hitting for the pitcher here. Man on second. 2 outs. All right, let me come back over to the screen. And I don't know if it's related to Karen Valentine. I don't know. All righty. And we got a 4-8, and he's going to single 2 bases. Pinch hit single by Office, and the run comes in. And let's take this 8 right off the board. And these guys are making their money. They're earning their money tonight in the scoreboard. And it's 9-5 as Gene Garber gives up another hit. Oh, boy. So he will score. Office to first. Stealing C. No, we're not going to steal. I thought about it. It'd be fun. All righty. So now we have Bernazard coming up. And we got a 4-4. And that's a ground ball third base. X. It's the X factor here tonight. So we have a 4 and a 3 at third base. And it's going to be a single 2 bases. And so this is not over yet. Garber's night is not over. Oh, man. I'm giving him one more batter. That's it. One more batter. And guess who's coming up? Guess who is coming up to the plate? It is Ken Maka. And it's his second appearance of the day. He flied out. He has a chance to knock in a run. And all up in Montreal, you can hear him saying, Maka, 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 Maka. Oh, the rally caps are gonna come on in the bottom of the ninth. This is the top of the ninth. They're getting smoked. Chewbacca. That's right. Come on, Chewie. Come on, Chewie. Gobber against Maka. Here we go. A 4-12. Hits it in the right field. And this is going to be shagged. And he will end the inning. But Maka with a couple of at-bats. Making the parents proud. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Here in Atlanta. And Woody Fryman will come on here. And he will come on in the ninth. All righty. The non-entity. Hey, come on. Everyone gets to play. But he's a team player. He brings the bubble gum all the time. We never run out of bubble gum. All righty. So it's going to be Jeff Burrows. All he's done is hit 2 home runs tonight. That's all he's done. And they've both been single shots, unfortunately. And the beer is closed right now. So there's no more beer going on. So the Atlanta Flames fans are not happy about this. All righty. Yeah, so here we go. We got a 1-8. And this time he struck him out. Woody Fryman comes in and blows it by him. 1 away. Is Dale Murphy playing tonight? Well, he made an error, and he's got a home run. Right? Dale Murphy, a single and a home run. So let's not knock Dale Murphy. He does have an error too, but we won't talk about that. And Mr. Blanks, he's been shooting blanks 0 for 3. I got a 4-11 ground ball back to the mound. X. Oh man, I'm getting tired of that. So he's a 4 and a 4, and that'll be right by you. That'll be a double. So Larvell Blanks with a double here. So he'll get the second base. And so with 1 away, the tying run is on double deck. That's what I used to call it, double deck. All righty. Bruce Benedict, the catcher, had a great defensive game. Here we go. And we're going to get a 5 and a 4. Ground ball, third base, X. So let's see what goes on at third base. So this is oh, it's Maka. It's hit to Maka. Let's see if Maka can make the play. It's hit to Maka. Ground ball, third base, X. Maka, we said, was a 5. A 5. 16. And no runners on base, but we do have runners on base. Let's see. With more, if no runners are forced, runners are hold. But 1 or more runners forced, the batter is safe. The runner is out, first going to second. So how do I want to play this? I got a guy on second. The batter is safe. With 1 or more runners forced, the batter is safe. The runner is on first, is out going to second. Other runners advance 1 base. Well, this doesn't explain what I do with a runner on second. If no runners are forced, runners hold. Okay, so if no runners are forced, runners hold. So he's not forced, so he will hold. And okay, so it's just going to be yeah, so he's just going to be a ground ball. So Maka will make the play. Maka, I'm just going to call that a ground out, right? So that was kind of confusing. But I have a runner on second. There's no force at second. That's the thing. It this doesn't really. So if no runners are forced, runners hold. So if he's not forced, so he holds, and I'm gonna get the out. Is what I'm gonna do. Out with no runners on base 4. So Ben says that's how I would read it. Ground out, batter out, runner holds. Yeah. With 1 or more runners forced, it's out at second. So it looks like there's going to be an out on the play. And if runners are forced, then everyone holds and it's going to be an out. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it a G5. That just makes the most sense. So we're going to give Maka the put out, right? We're going to give Maka the put out. All right. So now we have the pitcher coming up. And so we're going to take the pitcher out. So Garber's out for the game. And who's going to pinch hit? Right? Who's going to pinch hit? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got to have Mike Lum. I'm a Mike Lum guy. So Mike Lum is going to pinch hit in the 9th. So Mike Lum is coming up. So, yeah, look to run it back toward the first. Yeah, that's kind of what I went with. I went with that. All right, so Mike Lum is coming up. There was a restaurant called Lum's. I don't remember going to it, but we drove by it a lot of times. Here it is. We got 2 outs, man on second. And Maka, a couple of flyouts, but he makes that play at third like a champ. Like a champ. All right. So congratulations to Maka. That would have been an error on some other people. Imagine that. So here comes Mike Lum. There we go. Woody Fryman trying to close the door. A 6 and a 2. Fly ball. Right field. And that will do it. So, let's see. 7, 8, 9 to 5. And that will do it. It is 9 to 5. And the player of the game could be Maka. Could be Maka. So that's the final score. We'll take the runners off the base, and that'll be that. Fun time. Fun time here in Studio B. So 500 miles to the next Lums, it could be. So anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun with it. Didn't get everything right, but yeah, that's the point, right? The point is just to play and have some fun. So I want to thank everybody for coming by. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Back-to-back games of Strat. That was fun. Lot of fielding checks, though. Lot of fielding checks. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got to see Maka, right? Kevin Maka, is that what it is, right? Ken Maka. Ken Maka. My new favorite guy, Ken Maka. So now I got to stop playing 1980 Expos, right? So I can get Maka out here, right? Right? So, yeah, your game, your way. Yeah, I know. I like to get it right. Again, not that it matters in any case, because it's just a fun time playing, and it would have been fun to create a storyline. But yeah, you don't want to cheat, But 15% of the results off the X chart. I think I was getting more like 25 or 30. It just seemed like every 3 or 4 batters I was going there. But yeah, it's kind of fun. You get singles and outs and stuff like that. Yeah, Maka man, Maka man. Remember that Village People song? I gotta be a Maka man. Why weren't you guys singing that? Now you come up with it. So we were gonna have to check to see. Oh, let me see how many games Maka played. Now you got me intrigued. So I'm gonna go over here to the Expos, and I'm gonna look at Ken Maka. Maka played 49 games at third base, and he hit 290. Ken Maka. Yep. So we're gonna be playing some Ken Maka games. That's for sure. So game logs for 1980. Let's see when he played in the field. Oh, he played a lot of games in the field. So, well, we're going to be playing some Maka games. Yep. Yep. So we actually played 415. Yep. So, yeah. We're going to have to get some more Ken Maka on the channel. Oh, he come in for Parrish in this one game. That's awesome. Oh, and then he keeps coming in, pinch running, and then playing for Parrish is what it looks like. I don't know if he's starting any games. Oh, he did start here against the Astros. So there'll be more Ken Maka games here on the channel. He's our new guy. So, oh man. So it was fun getting back to Strat. A little different. So we had some good time. So hopefully you guys were entertained. A Maka replay project. And Tim says Maka man is the A's and the Brewers. I did not know that. Yeah, Parrish wasn't exactly a track star. I think you're right about that. Oh man, good times here. Thanks for coming by, you guys. You guys made me laugh tonight. All right, so I just gonna go through here and make sure I have everybody. So Woody Fryman comes in, closes the door, gets the save, I think. Let's make sure that these are all Montreal because I don't have much room over here and I was getting all my teams mixed up. So Montreal. These are all Montreal, and that is that. So yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. I'm just gonna put my stuff away. I get my little envelopes here for Montreal. So yeah, what a way to finish the holiday season with Ken Maka. Yeah, we need a couple of good laughs here. That's all we do. We have a good time out here. Oh, we try to have a good time, I think. Right? Hopefully we have a good time. But anyway, Barstool was a fishing game, is what you're saying. I don't remember that one. So yeah, just a half hour away. So I'll have to stay up. 29-14. It's not quite the blowout I thought it was, but with 3:28 to go, I guess it's in the bag. It's in the game. Alrighty. So that is that. Well, I had a little dead ball the other night, right? Had some dead ball. And then we had some 79 football with Appa. And I think I did some hockey bones the other night too. I don't know if I streamed that or not. But then we had some Strat baseball tonight. A little bit of everything here. I try to mix it up. And so we'll see what's on sale tomorrow so I can get my goodies. And yeah, it's always fun. You always find some people, right? You always find some people. As thank you, Chuck. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. And it's all about having a good time. All about having a good time, because none of this matters. What happens in my game doesn't matter in real life at all. It's just fun. So we get introduced to new people all the time. So Ken Maka is the man. So we're gonna have some more Maka good times. Now that I'm aware of who he is. So we'll be going to Digi Dugout and print out some Ken Maka games. So yes, enjoy Black Friday. Hope everybody has a good time. Hopefully get some good things. And again, when we have our Black Friday wrap-up show, we want to know what you got. So I think we're going to be recording something tomorrow night or Saturday or Sunday night, I think. And we want to talk about the Christmas show. And that's the one where you can respond with your Black Friday stuff. So when we do the Black Friday show, we can find your responses and read them there. So, yep. Tell that to Macho Man, Mom, and Dad. Yep. Maka Man Savage. Oh, there's some good stuff there. All right, Black Friday's moments away. It's already started for some people. So anyway, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming by, guys. And yeah, Maka, Mom, and Dad. Yeah, we're gonna see more Maka. We have to see more Maka here on the channel. He's become an icon here. So if you missed it, you missed it. But Maka is the man. Thanks for coming by. And we'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. Bye-bye.